There we go. Time to switch the music as well. Okay. Check this. Yep, everything's fine. Hey. You know, I almost was like, hey, you should join. Well, actually, no, you can still hear it. Join the Sending Stone. Oh, wait, you already have your Sending Stone activated. Never mind. Triple, I'm a stupid idiot. All right. Ah, I see. Oh, are they off today too? Okay. Oh, wait, yeah, I'll give them a break. They need a break from everything that's fucking gone on.
Morning.
Hey.
Oh, sorry, afternoon.
Yep, afternoon.
My nap confused me. Anyways.
Easy to make that mistake because, you know, it's always sunny in Redwall.
Yeah. How you holding out? Better than this morning?
We'll see how the day goes. We'll see how many more PR things I have to do today.
Well, I wanted to come down to mention that I am actually going to be on duty today, so if you do need any help, I'm about to join the Sending Stones. I'm about to turn on my Sending Stone, so...
Well, the funny thing is
I will be at the ready.
Well, the funny thing is I was going to tell you that if you wanted to take a break today, you know, given what's happened. But, you know, I would appreciate the help if you do want to join, because who knows if it's going to be crazy today or not.
I mean, normally I would have taken the break, but I have taken a break from the guard for the past 3 days. Both one for family matters, because, you know, we just got Sylvie back. I had to make sure that she was okay, and for a variety of reasons that happened for the past 3 days. But now, today, it's calmed down. So I'm going to be on duty for the last half of the day.
Okay, fair enough. But don't feel like you're pressured into it. If you know, given what's happened and the craziness, if you need to take the break, still, we're not the kind of people that would say, you know, screw you for, you know, taking an extra afternoon break from after what's happened, but...
I appreciate it, thank you. Although, I will say there might be I don't know, but there might be a chance that the Archmage of Water calls me away, because I am now their apprentice, so they might want to teach me something.
Oh, nice. And yeah, that would be perfectly fine.
Yeah, just wanted to let you know ahead of time.
I appreciate that, though. Like I said, you have the same curse that I do of being competent, so...
I can't tell that is a curse or a compliment.
Yes, the answer is yes.
Fair enough. I'll take it as both.
But
at least it's calm right now.
As shitty as the earlier half of the day was, at least it kind of proved that Me being in a position of squad lead is not necessarily a bad thing, and I should probably be grateful for the opportunities that I have to be able to make sure things go right and to try to fix things like that.
Now you're no longer being hypocritical. Oh, time.
Not sure hypercritical would be the word. Well, hypercritical, yes.
So just remember, don't pull a Julian, or he seems to think that he needs to do everything by himself. If you need help, do not hesitate to ask.
That's why I'm glad Kai's back. I could not do this by myself.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure, because there's a bunch of people here who fall into that same kind of thing where they're like, oh, I'll just do everything by myself. I don't need to get other people involved. And then explosions happen.
I definitely make use of Kai. I definitely... Kai makes use of me and I make use of him. Like, we work really well. So...
Yeah. Any news on the contract thingy?
The contract thing. Which contract thingy? Because there's like half a dozen.
The one where we're worried that your soul might blow up.
That. No. Not any word on that yet.
Okay.
That's something that I feel like the only answer that we'll get from that is Victor. Like I said, before all of this happened, I would have said that he wouldn't even dream of it, and he would only use it for the circumstance that he said, which was, you know, if we get caught by the Daedra, which I fully consented to. I fully understood that, because given that Alwyn got captured, Kai got captured, and it led to huge problems for us, honestly, I was prepared to make that sacrifice if need be. But I don't know if he would use that as some sort of bargaining chip to keep me from quitting or from striking or causing any inconveniences to the guards. So,
yeah. I will say, I did kind of relay a bit of the warning to other people of don't really do much with Victor right now. That's basically the extent I went to. I didn't explain anything in like crazy detail or whatnot. I just I explained the Tommy situation, because at this point that's public. They're going to find out one way or another. Tommy didn't exactly make it private.
I mean, I mentioned it before. I don't agree with what he did, but I can understand it. We had, I think I mentioned this to you when you were talking. I don't think you were with us when I was talking about it, but there was a previous incident back when the bed and breakfast crew lived in the bed and breakfast here in Redwall. There was a Redwall guard that broke in and stole their stuff from their house. And
yeah, you told me about that.
There were absolutely no repercussions. Yeah, well, I only mentioned that when we were talking, but I did mention it a couple times because people kept coming up and I was explaining it. But, yeah, and I'm explaining it now because
You mentioned that the guard did it 7 times. That's what I meant.
Well,
I didn't mean that you mentioned
because
it 7 times. I mean that
it still bothers me, the fact that a Redwall guard member did it, and that not only did they do it, but one of the captains at the time, not a squad lead, a captain, was more or less covering it up. They knew about it, and they didn't do any punishments for it.
Yeah.
That part I didn't really specifically mention. So,
yeah, that's the unfortunate thing.
I can't help but wonder if that's the reason why Victor's going so extreme, is because we took that situation previously lightly, and it took so long for us to address that problem that he feels like he needs to make an example and make sure this doesn't happen again. But at the same time, we're addressing it promptly. It got dealt with quickly. We would have suspended him like on the spot, and it wouldn't have taken literally a month or so for there to be repercussions. So
yeah, the way I see it, at least this is just my viewpoint. Tommy technically, sure, what if he was actually being a guard in the instance, that would have been wrong. But he has mentioned many times that he said that he was acting as a mercenary. He was in a different job at the time. He was off duty. So by technicality, there was nothing wrong with what he did. He was paid for a job. He was doing said job.
Okay.
And then Victor showed up and shot him.
So, when you are a Redwall Guard member, there are certain expectations. Like, if you're off duty, if you're not on the clock, and you do something here in Redwall, like punch someone in the face, it doesn't really matter that you were off the clock and you weren't on duty. You have a certain obligation to follow the rules and do what is expected and not to break the rules. Otherwise, you have to meet those same expectations. Especially with Tommy, because Tommy is in that weird situation where he's not necessarily a squad lead, but he kind of is. He's kind of in a position where, you know, he can take charge if he needs to, and if there's someone like me who gets totally corrupted by the Daedra, he is tasked to dealing with it. So he is in a somewhat position. He's kind of in a weird promote rank, as it were. So kind of, but at the same time, getting completely fired wasn't the right move there, and I don't think that was what we should have done.
Yeah, I still firmly believe that, to be honest, I would be probably more neutral in the situation if it weren't for the fact that I have heard that Victor has both cut off Eugene's head randomly. Now they've shot Tommy.
No, they just fired Tommy. They didn't shoot him.
No, they did shoot him.
Wait, when?
When we found Tommy in the morning. When we found Tommy in the morning, he had a bullet wound right above his left lung because Victor shot him with a flintlock.
Wait, when? I just heard about the firing. When did he shoot Tommy?
So, after Tommy, I got the Archmage to put up the wall, right?
Right.
This is Tommy told us the story, so we got this from him. After Tommy got them to put the wall up, he went with those people who did the quote-unquote kidnapping, even though it wasn't really, to go with them to hell to watch the fight. He was there because he had to he wanted to go because he was there to make sure that none of them killed each other. Which I gotta admit, I'm kind of happy.
I'm looking for someone called Ventus.
Ventus. Name rings a bell. Do you know Ventus?
No.
What do they look like?
If I met him.
From the descriptions that I've been given, he's a puny little runt thingy who thinks he can look exactly like how I look, and that is unacceptable, and he must be brought to my leader for punishment.
Wait, does he have blue fur?
I believe so, yes. Blue fur, white and red markings.
Oh, yeah. I have not seen him today.
I've been instructed to take care of him myself, dead or alive, bring him back to the leader.
Well,
so when I find him...
Do you have a warrant or some sort of documentation on this? And what crime is he supposedly committed here?
I am not allowed to say any more than I already have said.
Well, I'm with the Redwall Guard, and I'm a squad lead within the Redwall Guard. And if you are going to take someone, especially a citizen of the Redwall Guard, then I would need to see whatever warrant or extradition treaty that you have for taking one of our citizens.
I think not. He is part of our gang. Sorry. He is part of our family. He just doesn't have any memories of it, apparently. We don't know what's happened. All I know is he's messed up and he needs to pay for what he's done.
Well, if he agrees to it, then I will let you escort him out. But if he does not agree to it, then no. If he does not want to go with you, then, well, you can try, but here's the thing. We will not let you take anyone by force. Not only do the protections in town prevent you from doing so, but we would prevent you from doing so if you try to take someone against their will.
I see. He's built up some kind of army for himself, trying to protect himself.
No, every single person, every citizen is protected by us. And I would do the same for every single other person here.
It would appear that I'm currently outnumbered. You tell him that we're looking for him, and he better watch his back, or else.
You have my word that I will relay the message. I will tell him, and it's up to him if he goes with you or not.
You just see him throw down a smoke grenade and disappears.
Man, is that what it's like on the other side of that?
What was that?
Yeah.
No, you're.
He was looking for Ventus. I
you
think
really
you're
meant
friends with
that?
them, right?
Yes.
Yeah, let Ventus know that some fuck-off wolf is trying to drag him back to wherever. And let him also
Well,
know that everything I said is not a lie. If he does not want to go, he has protection and sanctuary here in Redwall.
Oh yeah, I know. I mean, if anything, he can always go to my place, Ishgard, and if they want to take him out, it's not a little army they're going to have to face but constructs. And they are worse than anyone over here can do. So,
wouldn't
whatever
say that.
threats he said. Yeah.
There isn't much worse than what Tama does to people. I'm gonna be real. Like that's a high bar you gotta get past.
One of my
You're
constructs
sweet.
can deal with an army by themselves.
Really mean that you'd
I'll make
protect
sure
all
of
of
it.
us, little elf?
Tama has
So,
Well,
if they
yeah,
want to
that's
bring an army, they can.
Part of my job responsibility as a squad lead here of
no, I
Redwall
just mean
is making sure that everyone... What do you mean by Oh. Hi.
Well, it is indeed your
Hello,
job to
little
tell
elf.
to people who want to kidnap people they can't, because one, as you put it, there's the protection in here that prevent that sort of thing, and two, there's the Wedwell gods.
Yep.
So, whatever they're
Anyways,
going to try to do, I'm just going to point and laugh.
Well, still let him know, because
Anyway,
it
so-
can be scary when people
I
are
will.
after you. I know this personally, so just let him know the assurance, and if he wants to speak to me directly, he's more than welcome to.
Will do. If I ever see him somewhere. Because sometimes he likes to wander around wherever he is. I'll make sure to tell him.
You know, the Daedra tried to invade my homeland.
Oh, how bad it went for them.
One man killed 12 of them.
Yeah.
Where was I with the right? So anyway, as I was
Indeed.
saying, with the whole
As
Tommy
expected.
situation, he went with them
We threw
to
all
make sure
the
that neither of them kill each other in the
garbage in the
duel.
fire.
While he was there,
Wonderful.
Victor showed up. Tommy turned and was going to explain why he was there to Victor. Victor then draws a pistol and shoots Tommy right above the lung. Only reason why Victor didn't shoot him in a more lethal spot was because Victor then flat out said to Tommy, "I still have use for you."
Despite
I heard about
firing.
that messy business.
I did not hear about the shooting part, and that's going to be brought up when I speak to Kai tomorrow.
Yeah.
It sounds like the mayor's an attempted murderer.
I'm sure Kai's going to be just as pissed about that as the firing.
Anything else about this whole thing? Because Tama didn't mention that part.
From what I know, that is all I know.
Really?
That's what Tommy said. From what I know, Tommy tried to do everything he could to do the right kind of like steps for that whole issue, and then Victor just randomly shot his ass. So
Hi,
I
Thomas.
have no idea why.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
Not
ignore your
really.
growling earlier.
That was kind of the main bad thing.
Oh,
Main bad thing. What else? What other bad things did he do?
Well, I mean, we're worrying about the soul exploding thingy.
Yeah, this is why I prefer having contracts with people, so that way that shit doesn't happen.
Oh yeah, on the contract.
Contracts are for fools.
I know one
Contracts are for safe people.
Some exterminator stuff.
Well, it's less
The only
of
contracts
contract.
I've ever been a part of involved me killing
Sorry,
someone
what?
else. Completely business.
What?
Tama, details, please.
I remember
I'm fine.
there was something. Something about shooting us to death. Or perhaps I think banishing us or something. And there was this all talking about how he hates to hunt us or kill us because it's boring. He could just do exterminator stuff and such.
I'll just come in and
This is the first that I'm hearing about it. I was
So he gave you. So he gave you two options, which was
To be honest,
kill you or
Chris,
banish you.
It's probably
You're
hidden
not
from you the
dead.
most because you're part of the
Did
Red
you
Wolf
kill
Guard.
Mm-hmm.
Which is directly under Victor, so why would people tell you this? No offense to you, I just mean that's probably why.
Well,
didn't
all of
shoot
this
you,
happened in a
but
very
you're
short
not
time
banished.
frame at the last bit of the day. Otherwise, I probably would have known.
Did the warden intervene then?
Also, I got thinking,
It's quite complicated, isn't it?
we should probably find a
Yes, it
thing
is
to
very
help us get rid of the
complicated.
contract.
No,
Like,
don't ask a Fae for a contract. Don't ask a Fae for help.
No, no.
I
Understand.
mean, the one kind
Blade
of
kinda-
up, so
Either that.
some of them
There aren't many things that know how to
Also,
do
this isn't a
contracts that aren't
contract.
evil.
So we have
Hang on to your
company.
sending stone.
Huh?
If, for whatever bloody reason, you get banished or whatever, I'll make sure to summon you back.
Oh, he's fine.
Not an issue.
There was indeed somebody that
You know,
was coming over to us
you know,
over there
Chuckle
and
Nuts
talked about
McMayer
finding
tries
you.
anything like that again, just I will be able to summon you back, and
Very sweet of you
there's
to
not much
say
that
you'll
his spell
protect
can do.
everyone, by the way.
Yeah, it's just my job.
Once again,
mad when I said that
I love a woman who takes charge.
I wouldn't say taking charge. I would just say I'm just doing my job. Also, hi. You're just
I mean, we do have to talk. Howdy. At some point.
meeting up to have a very fun time talking about the whole situation from earlier today.
Yeah.
How's the union going?
Probably won't have a union
The
going until
Rebel Guard
tomorrow.
will be here for protection if you need it, if they're ever here.
Oh, you're working on a union? That's great.
Yeah, so
Yep.
has to be.
Don't let the Union Busters come in. The last time they did that on Azeroth, they killed everyone inside the Union Hall and burned
he
it to
tries
the
to banish
ground.
you.
You're unmuted
There
in
are
the
things in the contract
Singing
you
Stone.
signed to make
Goblins
sure
are
that kind of
sorted
thing
folk.
isn't.
They don't exactly
allowed.
like unions.
You need help, let me know.
Banishment is. Banishment
Yeah,
basically
we'll
puts a
probably need
stamp
your
on
help,
soul that,
honestly.
forces you to be in the location, and the contract that you signed with Macbeth and I helps you not get banished.
I thought that was planar lock. I thought banishment was only temporary.
Hey.
It's like you send them to a different plane temporarily. And then
True, but you can
So-
crank,
Depends
you
on
can
the
crank
level
the
of
time on that to.
Yes.
Exactly. You
So-
can crank the time on that to be like 1
There
year.
was a wolf
10
here
year,
looking for you
100
earlier.
years. So
Okay.
that's why the contract would
Why does he smile
basically
at me?
make sure that any
He said-
any banishment would basically just be
Second
null and
point I
void.
said. Oh no, the third point I said. Family.
She like hops over,
Well,
like, goes over your head.
family, gang, he kind of used both terms.
No.
I'm the gang.
But they said that they looked like you, but he was much taller and muscular.
Oh,
He was very
coming
insistent
from
about
him,
you
that
going
means
with them.
Nothing.
I told him to go get fucked,
Effectively.
and that you have a full choice. If you want to go with them, you can, but they cannot force you. If anyone tries to force you to leave or to go with them, and you don't want to go, please let me or Crucible or... Sorry, you're still in chance.
Then
still learning, names. We've gotten a lot of new people. Let either one of us know, or any of the Redwall guards, you will not be taken. They don't have any warranty or extradition with us. You're perfectly fine.
I guess they don't know about the consent system then as well.
Well, the protections in town will prevent it, but there's always ways that they can find around that.
I'll have a word with him later then, if you'd like.
And if they do, make sure to let us know. And make sure your friends know, because, let's say they put you to sleep, then that's one way they could possibly try to make it work.
Yes.
So don't worry. You're fine, kiddo. You did everything that was... Legitimately, I think you did
I'm
nothing
just very
wrong.
confused now, though.
You
confused.
use the opportunity you had to help somebody in a trial by fire
I've always been alone
situation
all my
where
life.
they were meeting dead ends regarding
No,
their
parents know
unique
nothing.
situation.
It's just me.
And if anything, I think that there was probably,
well
from what you explained,
clearly
there
you've
was more
pissed someone off.
positive results than anything negative. So, if anything,
They were talking about that you needed to
of-
pay for your crimes, but they didn't specify what those crimes were.
Hello, Archmage.
But they wouldn't tell me, so as far as I am concerned, they can go fuck themselves. So, unless they can tell me unless they can give me a warrant and tell me what specific crimes that you have committed, they will not be taking you.
You want to whisper to me?
Come with me.
Okay.
I'm trying to think, because I have a hazy memory. I just remember there was
You're
this
lucky I can follow your...
person doing evil things. He had a potion, I drank it.
Relax.
Something happened, and then I woke up big and strong. That's all I remember.
Well, it looks like you've done something you need to figure out, my friend.
Yep.
Who knows? Perhaps you're a murderer and you don't even know it. How tragic.
Well, I mean, the person I murdered was that baker, but that was an accident.
Well, murder's not an accident. That's not an accident, darling. That's premeditated.
I mean, that's also amicus.
So you chose to kill them. So you are a murderer. I see.
No, the baker he was a bit too strong, and I kind of swung my axe a bit too hard and decapitated
It
it.
takes 2 hours to reach this amount of trauma.
Okay, but that's murder.
Yes.
That's murder.
That's either manslaughter or murder.
You are a murderer.
Self-defense.
No, my hair is messy. The only thing that takes
Then it's not murder. Stop calling it murder. You daft.
If it was in self-defense, you were defending yourself, and it's not murder. If you killed someone and it was an accident, but you have responsibility for it, then that's manslaughter. If you intentionally killed them, then that's murder. Also, yes.
Well, it was definitely
It tends to like to be on my head.
That was more for Amicus Arena, though, so I don't think it's linked.
A woman with a pet? I love it. A woman after my own heart.
I'm gonna have to think really hard, think real back to these memories, but I'm gonna have to do a lot of digging.
Child, you need to push everyone's quarrel with the whale.
But I'll be sure to scream really loudly if someone tries to take me.
I'm sorry, are people being shot inside the Redwall Guard HQ?
Sorry, what?
I should probably check on that.
Well, I'm sorry, they grow from my head.
You know what? This is fine.
Let me check on that. Yeah.
You walk over, you see the window directly to your right get blown out by gunshots and a flare get launched out.
People with no trigger discipline.
What are you all doing in the Redwall Guard building?
All it took was
testing your reaction time. We're not impressed.
Take any notice.
So I need to stab you, understood.
Understood.
You all are talking, you see the building.
You mean you need to also
repair
stab the
itself
Archmage?
slowly, but it does.
Who put the hole in the window so I can put it in the report to Kai?
I mean, it's repaired.
Oh, so it is.
Well, that doesn't matter. Who put the hole there?
What do you mean?
Just because it fixed itself doesn't mean your crime is on
Are you talking about?
What hole? It never happened.
You're also
The window's here.
You're all so cute. You know what you did.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, well, the Archmage
That's
broke the
your
window.
report. The
I believe it was the
water.
Archmage who did it.
Well, there you go.
Red Wolves basically owned by
Archmage
the
of water.
Archmages, so I don't think you can really sue them.
You know what? Fine. I'll just put it down as the Archmage did it.
Well,
Yeah, that's gonna get thrown
how
out
has
so
your
quickly.
day been? I feel
Look,
like
we have so
answer,
much
but
other
I'll
shit
get
that
to
we're
it.
having to deal with. I think that's going to be on the low priority that Kai is dealing with.
Oh yeah.
I am aware.
Oh god, the table's holding. For now.
I can
One
hear
of
it
these
straining.
days I want to look
Well,
at
it doesn't have the same mass when it's smaller, right?
No, it does.
It does. It does. It just confirmed
Astria
it.
does.
I
Oh.
believe it lightly holds itself up slightly.
I don't know how your fucking tables are holding that thing, but that bench and that table are indestructible.
Well, I mean, they have to be... Like we have, you know,
Yeah, you do have some fat
several
ass people in
big,
the
huge
Red Wall
dragons. So, I mean...
Is this a new recruit of yours, Triss?
No. They are
No,
not,
I'm just
unless...
here for the fun.
Unless you're joining the Red Wall Guard.
Oh no, I wouldn't be
Totally
caught dead.
should.
I wouldn't be caught dead in such an unorganized lot. Sorry.
You'd love it.
Yikes.
Fair. I can't even argue with it with everything that's going on.
I've heard that you were in the swamp nearby, and your men saw one enemy combatant and ran from a shield line. It's deplorable.
When did this happen?
I don't know, don't look at me.
I don't know.
I don't know.
When did this
I feel
happen? Like,
that's something that would happen.
when did you see that?
Oh, I didn't see it. I heard it. People talk, you know.
I'll have to look into that because that shouldn't have happened.
Or when they ran from the animated corpse of an friend.
Oh, yeah, that one.
What good is a god
Wait,
if it's
what?
filled with a bunch of cowards?
Long story.
A good point.
Happened a while back.
Good point.
It happened quite a bit.
But you see, Tress, this is why you need to be in charge of the guard. Congratulations. I'm going to...
Congratulations, Commander.
You can't put me in. You can't be recruiting me.
Because she's the highest ranking official right now.
And you didn't even have to
I
kill
can
your way to
promote
get
kind
there.
of. I'll just bully Victor until he does it.
He
Almost killed him.
I don't think he wants to promote me given what we've been talking about and the ideas of striking.
Actually, how is that going on with that?
By the way. Yes.
Oh god, are you... Oh god, he would promote me to try to, like... Hey, if you strike,
Chris,
I'll promote you. Oh
you
god.
realize the best way to stop people from striking is to find the people organizing the strike, promote them so they get drunk on the power and also on the benefits that come with the position so that they're no longer discontent. They stop organizing the strikes in the union and it all falls apart.
Oh, that'll backfire
and
on him
another
so
thing
quick
is
because
that
I will totally be discontent
Also just kill
getting
everyone who wants
promoted.
the position, so there's no one left but you.
Hi Triss, will you hire me for like
I'm gonna
2
read it.
days so I can be your union rep for 2 days so I'm the one in charge of the strike?
Done.
Oh, right, yeah, that is an
It's
actual
just
good
not
idea.
drift.
Because I know how, like, if you don't pester me, you're gonna pester Kai, and I might as well just accept it for the both of us.
Oh no.
I'll just put in a report to Kai. Kai, you know, they wanted to be a union rep for 2 days, so, you know, went ahead and agreed, so you wouldn't have to deal with it.
It's great. It's probably gonna actually have to be 3 days because we're not gonna be here tomorrow.
Alright, 3 days it is.
It's fine, I can organize it. We can get it done.
Don't actually hire him on as a union rep.
Your husband is saying no.
That's my husband.
I mean, I didn't say no. I'm just saying you shouldn't.
Well, I haven't signed the contract yet, so technically he's not my boss yet.
You know what, Triss?
We'll
represent the union for you. All of us.
Wouldn't be the
We'll bully the shit out of them until they agree.
Wouldn't be the you know what, sure, let's do a big group union.
Judging by your behavior.
Oh, the squids are back. Cool.
Union council.
You know what? And the whale is part of the union.
What?
Oh, I still can't understand them.
Hey, buddy, what's up?
Realize
one survived.
You can't.
There were a
bring
lot
in
that
the
survived.
Archmage water as part of the
I kind
union
of gave them
because
sanctuary in the pond.
You did what?
They're our mascot.
Yeah, I gave them sanctuary in the pond because I gave them the deal.
There's like a
million over the mage trial area. There's like a fucking million of them.
That's fine. That's the mage trial
Also,
area.
you look
brutally murdered by a rock.
You look at this one squidling. You see it's very emotionally distressed. There's a bit of blood on it.
Major water can just
Oh.
harass.
Show me.
Kill everyone.
Where
There
trouble?
wouldn't be a problem in the guard.
You just
I'm not gonna hear you. What's up?
You must come from a not safe place.
And they just
It's just we do things a lot more efficiently.
What has to do with the fact that one of them...
If you're a problem, then you're a liability.
Come on, buddy.
If you're a liability, then you die.
Hey, you can trust me, okay? You don't have to hide. Look, I'm backing away. I'm a friend.
You'd be surprised at how easy it is to get
Friend.
things done when no one questions you.
Yes.
They speak partially in Abyssal, and I speak one.
Yes.
I happen to speak Abyssal, and they speak partial Abyssal.
Yeah, if you could be translator, that would be great. This one's hiding in the corner.
Back from me, heathen.
Oh, that sounded like common for a second. Can you speak common, buddy?
It said, "Get back, heathen."
I just heard
I
one
need to
behind me.
can't speak with animals.
Just so you know.
Can you?
What was that? I need to comprehend my languages here.
Yep.
Take me a second, I can cast it.
It said something like...
I'm fairly curious. I want to see what this is.
My call from that was something
It might be probably William.
I see. Heavy negotiation.
Really? You can't say that. That's
went over there, Tom.
I think it's being handled.
That's culturally insensitive what they're saying.
Food. I can bring this back.
You can't say that with the hard K.
So what was that all about?
They're just happy they have food. I just give them some food.
I thought you were going to punt them like a ball.
Apparently they're a protected species.
Well, yeah, I gave them...
Protected species is just a suggestion.
No, it's a deal I made with
That's a
them.
convention.
I made a deal with them. As long as they don't cause problems and they don't attack anybody and they follow the rules of Redwall, they have safe sanctuary here. So yes, they're protected.
Natural one.
Protected species is just cheating rules for those who are Darwinianly lesser than the rest of us.
Okay, ignoring that for a second, I again do remember, or do bear in mind that one of them was viciously murdered literally 30 minutes ago.
Tress?
Oh, yes.
The squid dome's
Look
dead.
at you. How important you are.
What killed it?
That other splash.
The Archmage water just ate it.
I told you, Darwinian justice. The only rules for protected species are those for the weakling.
Hey, Archmage, please don't eat the squid things.
there's a small realization that
we don't know about.
Given that this thing is an Archmage, it was made an Archmage because of what it can do, not because of its intelligence. It deep down, at the very end of the day, it is still an animal. And that was food.
Can you speak?
I can't speak its language. It's probably ancient abyssal or ancient Leviathan. I mean, I can try with the abyssal.
Please.
Left us to our
You would do well to find a place to play low.
Seekers is that why they're disrespectful?
Yeah, I don't think it understands.
I recommend you find a place to lay low.
Fuck.
You speak ancient abyssal towards the Archmage. It seems to understand you.
Oh, no, it doesn't care.
I don't know.
Not responding in kind.
Doesn't care.
What do we do about this? It's a fucking Archmage, but can't go around fucking eating sentient things.
Oh, there's another one.
He doesn't know what that means.
Oh, he was just apparently one of their friends.
Why did you point?
Buried below the statue.
No, no, no.
Goes there. You'll be safe.
It's not food. It's not food. No.
You are not going to be able to grab it.
No, no, no. I'm not trying to grab it. I'm trying to shoot away. Which is worse, I think.
What is this sorcery?
In the barrier. In the barrier. Stay in the barrier. Stay in the
It's just
barrier.
gonna dispel it. It's just gonna dispel it or come in. It's not
Zool,
yeah, like that.
I have to simply ask this. Hold on.
This is a sapient being.
Hold on. I have to pause right now.
You can pass through.
Pause.
Oh my god, wait.
Are you a mage? Or are you a healer?
I'm a healer.
Understood. I'm going to roll because you are trying to keep out an Archmage with this barrier.
Of course I was.
Yeah.
This can only end
Straight roll.
wonderfully.
Huh. Rolling for you, Vlad. Huh. So, with a roll of a 19 versus a 15, you put up this barrier, and the Archmage of Water bounces off of it, temporarily shielding these squid creatures for the moment.
Oh.
The greater barrier works.
Okay, so that's a good temporary solution, but that's not a permanent solution. What do we do now?
Do you want help, Archmage?
God.
No, don't help the Archmage. Don't help the Archmage.
Stop eating them!
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Here's a bad thing. If he keeps up this, he's gonna eat like 1,000 of these guys, because he's like normally like massive.
It doesn't care.
It's an Archmage as
Look,
well, apparently.
Archmage, there's a farm right there with tons of food. Eat that.
Get down! Get down!
No, eat what's on the farm.
No, the great beast is not to be trifled with, sister.
Okay.
Trifled with.
Listen, I need you three to listen to me real quick, alright? Nobody ever goes to fishing out on the beach. You can be safe
The
there.
Archmage gave Crucible a
It's locked.
Keep it quiet and move.
But that would bring us closer to the water.
Crucible hasn't learned the spell yet. Could I get like a disadvantage all the time cast it?
That would be bad.
7. Unable.
We better have to go back to the ocean.
Do you want to go back up to the cliff then?
I suppose that is where it's safe.
We must warn our brother.
Here, I'll come. If you would like, I will escort you there.
Oh no.
That would be great.
Fuck. No. No. No, stop. No. Oh my god. No.
Wait, teacher, wait.
Yeah. You try to talk to it.
Please stop eating. Can you please stop eating the
Squids, time to leave. Go back down. The ones that are being protected by the shield, tell them not to come back up here.
They're on their way up already.
I know. Go stop them. Go tell them.
No, just don't eat any more squid people while I'm gone. I'll get you a big one.
Hey, Archmage. You're really cool.
It's good. It's
like
good.
you can do really cool things, and I'm just gonna talk to you. You don't understand anything that I'm saying, so you don't know that I'm distracting you to prevent you from eating more of those squid things.
Tris, you can understand common.
Fuck! Should have said something earlier.
Also,
all right.
Also, Tris.
Yeah.
Did you eat the
Tris.
camp?
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm getting him a big squid. I'm gonna go buy him a big squid. He's just in the mood for a squid. I'm gonna go buy him a big one.
No, go the other direction. Go the other direction.
All right, Triss, here you go.
No,
okay, so officially, we've taken over the guard building. It's ours now. We broke into the basement, and this is your booze. Bottoms up.
Look, I can't drink right now. Like, okay, look, no. God damn it.
Yes.
Do it.
We've set up fortifications, but it won't be enough. The great beast, it comes.
No, stop. Stop.
I told you.
We are without Chief
Stop.
Ewok. We are doomed.
Oh, God.
It goes right past us.
No. Stay in the tent. Maybe if it doesn't see you.
Are they like in a volume of lichen?
No, you fool! Go to the tent! Go to the tent! It's the Archmage of water! You're not safe in the water! It's its whole thing!
I think it just
Brothers, I've made it to the top! You see blood turning the waters red.
Oh my god!
I've made it to
Yeah, like for real. Yeah.
Get inside!
No! Stay in the tent! Go in the tent if it doesn't see you! No!
Damn.
There's like 200 of them huddled in there.
No!
It's like a
and there goes that one.
slow motion.
So,
You see,
all
this
of
is why
you
we drink. Where is it? Everything makes no sense.
No, go back in the tent! Go back in the tent! It will eat you if you stay out! Go back! God damn it!
Pause. Rolling for this champion of the Squid Gnomes. Straight roll.
Give you a second chance.
With a roll of a 15, Squid Gnome, you dodge the first bite as you attach yourself to this miniature whale and are holding on for dear life. Continue.
Yes, brother! We can fight them!
Oh god, he's fighting, it's a rodeo.
Okay, so help me out here. Like, is there any way, like, it's an Archmage, it has to, like...
Yeah, no.
It's an Archmage! There has to be...
You need other... There had to be like 4 Archmages holding it back, Triss.
No, what I'm saying is it has to be an Archmage, so it has to be able to communicate and reason in some capacity, right?
Animal!
But it's an Archmage! If it's an animal, like, it has to talk, right?
As an animal.
How the hell does that fucking work?
For like 2 months.
They thought it was funny.
It was funny.
So you are going to use the card card from the deck of many
It's actually literally just a whale.
They made it an Archmage because it's funny?
Yes, because it's funny.
There was also other reasons, but they thought it was funny too.
I gotta go gather fish!
No.
I gotta go gather fish!
It's mages, Triss. What do you expect?
This is something to pull out.
This thing is worse than the iron typhoon.
Oh, now it's... Oh my god.
Here is it more alcohol than, I would say, the mass of your body. Enjoy.
You know what? Here, have mine too.
You know what? Have mine too. Like, just drink up. Have a
Here, we'll
good
give
man.
you drugs as well. How about that?
Just enjoy your final moments. I don't know what else I can do at this point.
In here, right? Let's just... Hey, Ward. What do you think would happen if I put a bit of ketamine down this hole?
Oh no!
Leave him to try it.
I will roll for ketamine. You will see as you pour this in, numerous squid gnomes ingestion out of pure curiosity inside the tent. Half of them OD while the other half proceed to have probably the best night of their lives, but also start to freak out because now half of them are dying.
The Archmage of Water is eating all these squid gnomes, and they have been drugged with ketamine.
Magic card. It should not give you any more trouble. I have.
I'll be right there.
You should be safe. But I would not recommend using it if you can help it.
Bring nothing but sad.
Card on the situation.
For your people.
Destroy the abomination.
I know this is fucking beautiful. I suppose.
As a champion.
Chaos is great. All chaos is good chaos.
No order. Like, this is a mess.
For your people.
This is beautiful, Trish.
You're worse than Grimmy.
Okay, good.
This is amazing.
Another day. I know you
At least not all of them died, which would have probably...
I did it.
Pumping through your body.
The archery is full. I got him a bag of fish from the Glass City. We're good.
Well, that'll forsake them for now.
I'm guessing there's nothing I can
Are you
do
going to be able to get more and just feed them every day?
Yeah, and a death roll is dead.
I can't believe you succumbed to his
Okay, we're going to have to make sure we feed them every day to make sure this doesn't happen again.
As a TM note, these things can die here, and each time they get hit, they have to roll people for a death
Sorry, I
roll.
couldn't hear what you said. Can you repeat that?
I was holding on to that card.
Oh, the going for female
I'll do that right now. Mulder.
He pulls out a conch shell and blows
It's
it.
not much of a
I was saying, what's your guys' location currently?
Commemorating his fallen Conrad.
The pond on the hill, it's
just floating dead in the
fine.
water.
If you would like to see the aftermath,
Nox, it's time
come
for
and
the
check it out, I guess.
Three-gun salute, I guess.
Wait, hold on.
Are you guys using
Let's make it 4, just because.
Yes.
Yes. It would be so ironic if that loud of a noise bursted all
Yeah, I
the
don't think they
eardrums
took
at
that the way that you were
Trish,
intending
you feel
them.
a small migraine coming on from the insanity of all of this.
Uh-huh. Yep, that is actually 100% accurate. Yep.
Dude, you realize there's so much fucking paperwork to be done now.
So,
I think half of the colony's dead now.
Just taking out the stone in front of a note.
I just rolled at disadvantage to see if
You see the stone with over 100 ticks in it.
problem, psychologically speaking, after all this.
So many dead bodies.
you know what, Trish?
Have fun with that.
I'm not looking.
I don't see a badge. You're not a Red Wall Guard today.
How many have we lost?
I am, because I'm the highest ranking today. Also, the badge should have been on.
I thought we conscripted them.
Oh, just take that badge.
Doesn't matter, I'm still the highest
There you go, not
ranking.
your-
I'm required to be in charge.
It is a sad day.
Allegedly.
We have been given.
I mean, you can just say you didn't know about this.
But we are now without a chief.
No, I'm gonna have to
Without
fill out the
order.
paperwork. I'm too responsible.
That's
So
what the
apparently
uncle
that
was
chief
for.
is dead.
New enemies.
I
as
didn't
well.
drink it. I gave it to the squid.
Takes out what used to be a small diary.
I'll go get you more.
Starts to write down different
No,
names.
I'd rather stay sober with everything
Twice
that's
as
going
much as
on. As weird as that sentence sounds in my head.
This brother. I do not know the name, but I believe they called him Archomage. What is
I have no clue what they're saying. It's in such a weird language.
We just fed you! We just fed you!
It's an Archmage of water. Do you think it probably has an infinite stomach?
It's a leviathan.
You all will see it open.
I don't know if you can actually feed that enough.
My conversion of the Archmage. The Archmage is to let them go. He's getting supplied with better food.
Oh,
He's got an assault charge, but we're just gonna let it go
Wait, how
since
do you
their
talk-
lives are probably a lot
How
better.
can you give it an assault charge when it's an animal?
And second, how are you
It
talking to
communicates.
it?
It's part of the wildlife.
Will he come out as the oldest one?
It communicates.
How?
It speaks common.
Still part of the wildlife. It doesn't communicate very well.
It's sentient.
Partially.
If it's sentient, it has to abide by the laws because it knows what law is.
I don't think it does.
Well, someone's going to teach the Archmage a law then.
Eventually.
But he seemed to have understood what
I mean,
when
thank
was
you,
conversing
but
with him, so-
He
He
understands
knows
that
what's
you're
up.
upset, like how a dog would understand that you're upset by
You
something.
know what? Dang it.
No, he definitely understood what we were talking about.
We tried multiple times to try to talk to it. Common, abyssal,
He was just
ancient
nodding and
abyssal.
shaking his head. Yes or no kind of situation. Archmage, you understand what I'm saying, right?
ask it yes or no questions.
Got a gun.
Yeah, he's here and there.
Oh, it's fake candy. I'll eat fake.
Basically a keg of Alright, but thank you, Archmage. We appreciate it. Don't worry, there ain't gonna be nothing out here, but we will get you better food. We'll supply better food at the tavern in Red Wolf for you.
Though the beast works in mysterious ways.
Fortunately, at least you talked to the tavern owner.
Snack break.
Yes, of course. Yes.
No, I'm eating fake candy with Gwydion.
No! You got half fake candy.
Nope, I'm eating fake candy with
So other
Gwydion.
than this Archmage thing, has anything else been happening today?
Other than the whole talk about Tommy getting fired, no.
Just like the Archmage of
Okay.
Water had. Any snaps today?
I've seen one of these guys at the bottom of the ocean. Didn't think they'd come up here.
Yeah, apparently because their cave was...
Mage Trial dungeon.
Oh, they're running away from whatever's in the ocean. Probably is a thing that tried to drag me into the ocean the other day.
Also,
By
Gwydion, your
chance,
face
is it
still,
very like squid-like tentacles or something
I
like
am so
that?
happy.
Something.
Does it have like squid-like tentacles and a bunch of eyes or something like that?
Oh, no, I didn't see it. You kind
Oh,
of
okay.
grabbed me by the leg.
I went down in the ocean once and there was this whole thing, that ordeal that happened.
Oh, there's the Archmage barrel.
To feed the Archmage of Water today,
Well, it wasn't. You can't blame us. You're the Archmage is in charge of it.
What's up, sir?
I
How can I
was not
help
in
you?
charge of it. That's the thing. While it is here,
Isn't it
you
your
people. No, it's
No,
not.
no one told us. No one told us that that's our problem while he's here.
There. Payment. Feed it.
Feed it what?
What? What does it eat?
The tavern is currently...
It's a whale.
Go look
Fish.
around. See if there's anything interesting.
Sir,
Let's go.
I need you to calm down slightly.
Kraken. Only got
You know what? We
Situation
could actually
dealt
just
with,
get a lot of
and
explosives.
The tavern is going to be
blow
supplying
up a
better
bunch of
food for
fish,
the
and then
Archmage.
just allow it to eat.
So it has actual better fish and things to eat rather than the local squid people.
Put a volley into the ocean.
That would work.
All of us for
Actually, no. The Invictus is a
What's
dry
this?
dock
Oh,
currently
give me your hand. Give me your fucking hand.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna hand you a very large fucking sack.
We could always get my ship here.
Digging down,
Just
Ooh,
bombard into the fucking ocean.
Payment.
Just drop
It's
some
gold.
depth charges in.
Couple platinum coins in there too.
All I need
Your payment.
Right.
is a singular depth charge.
Understood. And what is this payment for, sir?
It's for feeding the fucking whale.
Understood, sir.
Volleys rather
We'll keep him fed.
Would be a little
I'm entrusting
easier
you
than
as
getting
one of
my
the
ship all
captains
the
of the
way
guard
here.
right now to make sure that payment goes strictly to that.
Yeah, one of those.
Squad lead,
Don't
but
worry, we'll
yes,
be put inside
okay.
of the-
I will make sure.
Yeah,
It's...
we'll be put
Okay,
inside of the
everyone.
guardhouse for fun.
Hey,
We're gonna volley it.
we're gonna depth charge some fish and then allow the Archmage to just go ham. So,
Oh, wait! No, there was that giant fish the other day.
if it's there, yeah.
I never killed it. I just pulled Sin out of the ocean and kept it from being eaten.
Exactly! If it's still there, we can kill it.
As long as it's and I can go back to my research. I don't care. All I know is I got a fucking sending
But the
stone
only
from one of
person
the
you
other
paid is
archmages
Gideon.
to be here.
Why did
Well, the
you
only
make a
person you paid is
whale
Gideon,
an
so-
archmage in the first place?
Do you know what that whale
his own
does?
choice.
Be a nuisance? Eat sentient things?
Well, I
No,
remember
we
his
haven't
secret grand
agreed.
wishes.
Imagine that whale. Where did he?
Only over bodies of water, my friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have a well, yes,
Yeah,
a man-made well.
Yeah.
It flies over that well. That well then turns into a wishing well, where you can cast the spell Wish.
It seems there's a prison.
Isn't that outlawed by the Tower Brigation?
What is this for?
It does it naturally. That's what it
It's a
does.
byproduct. It's a byproduct.
This is an ancient
There we go.
Leviathan of the Astral Sea. The reason why we made it an Archmage is so that regular people don't try to kill it, hunt it, or misuse its powers.
Also, they found it funny.
Can't you just
And it is
make...
adorable.
Can't you just make an Archmage of Water and have that Archmage of Water take care of it and make sure those things don't happen?
That means you have to find someone that's
There are
more
a lot
powerful
of
than the
politics that go into why it was made an Archmage.
They actually might be depth charging fish, so we might need to.
There's fish in the tavern. There's fish in the tavern.
You know what?
You don't have to explore the fucking
You're
ocean.
one of the Magi.
Man, it works out this way. We don't use the resources that are here.
No.
Alright, look to the rock. Here we go.
Advantage or flat?
You're a maid. Oh, Tama, there you are.
Oh, it's that fucking meme of... Man, it's so crazy. It's been such a crazy day. It's only been 36 minutes.
Burst out with one idea, as one becomes many, each falling into the ocean, enlarged, and detonations begin to occur. Okay, with a 14, a bunch of fish will begin to float to the surface. Little ones, some medium-sized ones, maybe one or two nice big ones.
Well, feeding
Go
time.
forth.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Feeding time, big guy.
Shit.
I believe we plumbed the water.
There's about to be I'm getting higher. There's about to be a fucking tsunami.
Yeah.
Oh,
The waves are so much higher.
This is dangerous. Oh, those poor ships.
I mean, at least it didn't dive bomb into the water, like, from way up high. Because then we'd have an issue.
God damn it, you had to say it.
Oh, we're good. We're good. We're good.
Run. We're good.
Let's just straight up run the fuck away. Hold on to something tight. Climb up a tree and hold the fuck on.
Don't put things in the universe that you don't want to happen.
Don't worry. I have a water shield for this specific moment. I'm prepared.
We're fine. It's good. The Archmage has been
good.
fed.
They've eaten. Wonderful. Well, we gotta do this like every day now, apparently.
Well, you do. You were the ones told to do it.
This is apparently on everyone. So.
No, the metal mage man.
Just specific duty?
No.
Yeah.
He was, this
No,
is everyone.
I was just smart enough to ask for pay.
They gave you money. It's your guys' problem. You guys got the money for it.
Give Triss some of the platinum from it so that she has to help.
Come here, Triss.
Nope.
Why you running, Triss? I could just make you come back over here.
You wouldn't do that.
Would I not?
Can't hear you. What'd you say? What?
Would I not, Triss? Would I not do that?
Excuse me.
I want no clue. I was gonna keep that dog.
I'm skating on you, Triss.
Oh my god. Why? Come on! How can you run that fast? You're so skinny!
I'll write it there, and you cannot speak this word anymore until you want to activate this word. So it has to be
Are you still chasing? No. God damn it, didn't go off! My goddamn smoke bomb didn't go off! Fuck! Why are you helping her? God him! God damn it!
I don't know.
On your back. There you go. Now you have to help
Also,
me, the Archmage.
You don't have to be responsible anymore, Triss. There's another guard here. I saw them. And also an elf. In the field.
Why did you help him? Gosh, dang it.
Because
Like
you
I
two would
said,
have
I
ran
didn't
forever.
actually need
You
help.
would have gotten tired eventually. They don't have that kind of exhaustion.
I was gonna say why, but that's right, yeah.
Because they don't get tired like that.
That's no fair. It's called dead tired. You should be more tired when you're dead.
Oh,
Oh my god.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wood, get out of the ground. You're not
Why?
gonna
Then why are
listen.
your lungs not working?
Yeah, it was up there.
They work. They just don't work the same way as yours, so.
What did I do? Yeah.
I need to tell you something.
Is this like a hack? Is this like a hack thing or?
It's a experimental hack thing.
It's like an experimental hack thing.
Yes. Yeah,
He's not listening.
He's not listening at all.
Because I'm prepared. That's about it.
Also, the stamina of Faye is like several hundreds of years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they don't actually have a stamina bar. It's like non-existent.
That's not fair. What the hell?
Okay.
Hey.
Business goes on as always.
What did I say?
That's why I stopped you, because I didn't feel like chasing you both around.
When I nut punched you and that whole thing.
At least I appreciate you not calling in a favor and making me stop.
I said you.
Although I kind of wish you did, because then you would have used up a favor. But
plus, I wouldn't need that, Tris. I can just boink.
What's going on?
What do you mean yoink? Oh,
what the fuck just happened?
Spell, right? Magic.
You just saw Tama nut check Vander.
Shock mage. Oh yeah. I could use some black root right there.
Vander, what'd you do?
Check on my kit. I need to check on Otis.
Nothing.
Didn't look like nothing.
Totally.
Do you want a gun? Here. Here.
You want what?
Take a gun. Take a gun.
Jackson.
Take a seat.
I don't need to shoot him. It's fine. Shoot him.
Oh, so Tris.
Yeah.
Would you like to pet my dog?
Sure.
Back you
Also, who are you?
Like 2 steps, Riven.
We've been over this yesterday. It's not.
You want to show me?
Actually, what's their magic affinity? Hold on.
We went over this like yesterday. I'm pretty sure.
It's not.
Or earlier today.
I mean, I walked past you. I said your voice looked familiar. You said you were going to say something, and then I got caught up with some bullshit.
Well, I said basically what happened.
And then she tried to explain it to you. And if you forgot from she, that's fine. That's on. That's okay.
And I quote.
But yes, it's Nox. Hello.
Was it Tama Nicholas?
Ah, hi.
Hello.
That'll do it.
I didn't have to go into details. She just basically turned around and came to you. And then she kicked you in the nuts.
Like your new look.
You know, I thought
That's like something else we're
It's
missing
rather
here.
tight, but it's helping a lot. It's useful though.
I'm going to one way so we're not having 3 conversations in one.
Yep.
Look at him.
That is fair.
This is the worst instigating I've ever heard. Wow.
Right.
Exactly. A good game of Roshan.
Don't accept the worst instigating title. Okay. Hey, I forgot.
That does need to be updated.
Yeah.
It's not like me doing that's going to do anything. It's just going to fucking repair itself anyway.
You can perhaps make a formal.
Hey.
Request.
I just had a good point brought up about the Archmage.
What about the Archmage?
Because so one of the residents told me about the size of that the whale gets, right?
Yeah, it's the size of a
What
whale.
kind of-
Yes.
Are we feeding the stomach the size of a whale or the size
That's
of
why
that?
we fed it.
That's why
The
they've.
size of a whale.
Yes.
The size of a Leviathan class whale. Not the small thing, the big one.
Right,
Sounds
so
like
you
I
fed-
need to deal with that.
You fed the equivalent of the amount of fish to get with them.
Yeah. That's your goal?
Brothers being chased by this. Oh, hello.
Hi. Come here, you fucking snake.
To the gate and then towards the actual nexus gate in the ocean.
That's her name.
Grabs the snake's tail. Come on. Grabs. Fuck you. Whoa. He's gonna reach in her bag, sleep potion. Okay. I'm assuming this is one of her snakes. She's gonna have to.
Don't. It understands common. You got it, right? Right.
Keep an eye on it for a second. I'm gonna go get.
You want me to wrap it up like a rope or something? Just in a circle. I can
Hands it
wrap
back.
vines.
No, it's gonna slither out of all that. Put it in the bag.
There's a plant.
There's a difference between being more animal.
I want something prepared so it doesn't try to consume everything we have.
From what I know,
That's gonna work out just well.
Dude.
Not me. Not me. He's saying like, oh, I need to
that's what I walked into.
Okay, I'm married already. Why do I need to do that? No, I'm married already. Why do I need to do that? No,
your sister has
me
snakes,
helping
right?
him out. Yes.
Is it her red snake that was chasing him around?
That way, that's just Vander holding us.
Chasing who around?
I knocked the snake out with some sleep potion, so I figured, you know, she's not here if you want to claim it. Yes.
That now they're gonna actually hurt somebody. They would have done it by now if they actually meant it.
Hey,
they were actually minting the deck, and he was running all over the town. So, yes.
Does anyone know a druid that knows the Goodberry spell that is looking to be hired for a very menial task?
No, I don't.
Daily.
Anyway.
I don't think we have.
I can't see, cause you're so freaking short.
Where did he fucking go?
Wait, what go?
Did you see a snake over here earlier?
No, I'm actually overlooking the Archmage. So.
Oh, there you go.
The Archmage seems to be interested in something.
Marshmallow pancake reader.
Literally covered in blood. The fur in my armor, it's a bit stronger than the little pancake thing.
I mean, that's
But
fine.
since you said it, now I can smell it.
Wanna go play with the pancake?
You have the stench of something terrible.
I have to go check something, but I'll be back in a few minutes.
Did you see a red snake around
You
here?
remind me of something that escaped from the Phaedon.
Yeah, actually, I just saw it. People were talking to it, and then it slithered off.
No offense, of course.
Hello, teacher.
We'll translate for it.
Where is he?
Hey, teacher. Where are you? This little one was in there. Could you help us out?
What the heck is that, man?
I've committed atrocities
You okay?
today.
Medic! Oh, I'm the medic.
You would have just seen Crash shoot them. You were right.
Guard.
Oh, that's right, right.
Who shot them?
I'm a guard. Hello, I'm a
I'd like to
guard.
report an assault.
You would have seen a bullet go from down here in their direction and tore it.
Hello.
Someone bring me to the healer's guild, please.
Wow.
Oh. What even was
Why have you done this? I can't move. I have to actually turn off.
Why are you committing atrocities?
So, did the cat do it? You?
I believe the fifth.
Pour yourself on me.
Really?
I didn't do it.
Really? Could you at least not load the gun in front of me while saying that? Could you at least pretend?
I didn't do it, but...
Could you at least have your gun pulled away and wait until I walk away for you to reload it?
I didn't do it.
You know what? I'm just gonna walk away for a minute for no reason.
I actually didn't do it.
Just get them out of me so I can heal myself. I am going to drop kick.
Yeah.
There you are. Did you already give the?
I have berries, but I don't know.
Did you already give the snake back to Vander for his sister?
The snake usually followed
Snake's
me.
currently on me, I think, unless he's already moved off. I don't know where he is.
I have berries now. Well,
Okay,
waiting for God
Oh,
to
there he is.
say something.
Here's the snake.
Hands you this sleep potion. If it chases you again, knock it out, put it in a bag, give it to Vander.
Just get it out right now.
Come in with me.
Watch a squid gnome, one of the creatures in the cliff launched across the sky.
Just a little other.
What?
Of just. Where's that?
You're not a person. Which person does this snake go to?
Also, I need to talk to you for a minute.
Yeah.
Possibility, because last time, like, we'll sort that in a second.
As I get closer,
Yeah,
you
just
just smell pancakes and like roasted marshmallows.
Yes.
But you don't know where it's coming from.
This is going to mean something that I need to talk about private. Because have you already heard about what happened earlier today?
There's a possibility. No. What?
Okay. We're going to be having a more widespread meeting about this, but I am going to let people know now because, well, it's better to let, because you're going to hear about this happening, and I'd rather you hear the facts from me than other people.
Make somebody do things, and it won't open. I need help.
Understood.
Ignore it. The cat's fine. The cat's fine. It's doing okay.
No!
Yes. Boob Lord, the Boob.
No, I'm not the boob inspector, the boob lord. My name is Vivian. I am a mage. Earth and nature.
Congrats, you got promoted.
Acquired tits.
Fuck. What? No.
So wait, so hold on. Your full name is Vivian the Boob Inspector Mage.
No.
Yes, yes.
My
no,
name is Vivian
this is a member of the Red Wall Guard. They are a mage, and they introduce themselves to me as a Boob Lord.
I said
Spoken
the names that people give me. Do not use them.
And you have
I
a very
am not.
strange jar.
I like how it's like they said they even told you the names they've been given, so like they accept them.
I do not accept them. I said do not call me that.
But you told me.
Well, if
this,
you've
and then
never
you told me
told
about
us,
the jar.
we would have never known.
Mm-hmm.
Blissful ignorance, you know.
Yeah, you kind of brought that one on yourself.
Yes.
There's nothing I can do.
There is.
You know, at some point, I feel like the entirety of the guard will just be elves.
With the powers of the town, you could just say that you don't consent to being called that, and they will stop. The magic compels
Then
them.
people will start poofing left and right. Just.
Yes.
Hey, that would
Can't
be fun.
stop everyone.
All disappear.
Do you don't speak with animals?
On see, now you're getting stirred up
damn
a
it.
Triss.
How about finding out if an animal?
Nox might.
Do you?
I know a lot of spells. How can I help you today?
Well, let's see if this one is a person and they just cannot speak at the moment.
Actually,
Conversation.
Okay, there
Hi,
we go.
Vivian.
Baxter,
What?
would you like to join me? I want to fill Vivian in with what's been going on, so if they hear about it from other people, they know what's going on.
Yeah, sure.
I didn't even see you, to be honest. like my vision was strictly up here.
Damn. Okay. No, fuck you. I'm not going to help. No.
Also, in all seriousness,
I did not look any lower. I'm sorry.
you know, if you're not okay with them calling you that, if you're tired of the joke, tell them that you're tired of the joke.
It's.
You know what?
It's like.
I'm gonna call you.
I don't know. I don't.
Why are you tired of Boob Inspector?
Just no name again.
It's a summer.
Can we have that meeting now?
Yes.
Okay.
Can we?
All right.
You all have.
I have a familiar.
So we were trying to.
How's everything with you and Tamara?
Just need to make sure that you know what you're doing. So.
Didn't go so well,
One
did
thing,
it?
which was the strength of most axes. Here, actually, I'll
No, it's fine. I told her what happened. That she kicked them in the
do
nuts.
this.
Yes.
Have you been filled in with what happened earlier today?
Somebody with a shield and an axe.
No,
This
because
is
I was in
very
fucking 8th the entire time.
Very efficient.
Okay, I'm calling a meeting then.
So. So.
Meeting with
One thing I will teach you.
The Red Wall Guard? Because you're still with the Red Wall Guard, right?
Because when you leave
Well, there's Baxter, there's Vivian, there's me, there's you, there's Crucible.
When you strike
Most
That's
of them.
also me.
Every morning.
Did you get reinstated? Because
one of these.
When you
one
swing
bag.
at somebody.
I think so. I'm not too sure.
Bring up your
I'm not sure. I do remember something about they gave my badge back after I was in training on getting better.
If you have your badge back, then I'm going to count it. So yes. So yes, especially if you have not heard about what's happened. You might have heard it, but there's some additional things that we're going to be talking about.
Actually, I was in Redwall the entire time except for the throughout.
Attention, Redwall Guard. We'll be having a meeting here in 5 minutes. Please meet in the Redwall Guard building, please.
And then I guess not the Archmage of Healing, I think it's like the Arch Healer. I forgot what it's actually called. They came earlier today.
But
exactly, and a good fucking amount for it.
It's going to be. We'll be meeting here in a minute, like 5 minutes.
Well,
Yes.
my situation is sorted. You want a good bear?
Sure.
They learned the spell. We're good.
True.
Then, if that's the case, if we want to have a meeting, then we'll head into the building then.
Good bear?
Instead of doing out here.
We'll meet in about 5 minutes.
You never
Make sure people meet up.
Spikes more so pointed at you.
Oh, he's cute.
Because
this would be bad.
However, one thing you can do.
Hey Del, how can I help you?
Oh, just, slithering through, seeing if folks needs anything.
Not right now, but hang tight. After we have our meeting, there might be some Redwall guards that might have some needs. So.
All's right.
Hi. I just.
I mean, more snakes.
No, it's like there's nothing against you. It's just I've been having a thing with snakes lately. I just got chased by one. So.
Who's been chasing people's around here? I don't chase nobody's.
Vander's sister, I can't remember her name right off the top of my head. But she collects snakes. It was one of her snakes.
Hello.
She's got the little blacks and the red snakes.
Yes. Can you do me a favor? There are several Redwall Guard people that aren't in Sending Stones. Could you do me a favor and fly around and check? I've already told Jackson and Tina. Could you just fly around and make sure that there's if there's any other Redwall Guard members that don't have their Sending Stones activated?
I will attempt only because I still don't know all the people who are actually in the Redwall Guard.
Basically, if you recognize them as Redwall Guard and they're not in Sending Stones, let them know that we're having a meeting in 5 minutes.
I think y'all's got the badges on yous.
Archmage of Water likes you.
Oh, howdy's, fellas.
Yeah, we'll just hello, Archmage of Water. Come here.
Tris nuts lacks the Arcs mages.
I wanna know.
Hey, snakes.
It's complicated.
Howdy's. I mean, they got some names, but I guess
Oh, I thought the name you said at the market was snakes.
No, my name's Dells. I'm sorry, my accents. No, I got this accent, the common's not my first language, it's just...
I think I just misremembered. That's probably what happened.
No, it happens. Lots of folks around here, I guess it's...
I'll just sit here.
Yeah. How you doing, though?
I guess I'm okay.
Hey!
It's a little after my normal hours, but business.
Sorry, I haven't been here a while. I had to do some.
I got you. You got business with the Redwall Guard?
It happens.
I mean, I'm always asking if folks need things, but apparently y'all's got to have some kinds of meetings, and Trish says I should come back afterwards,
Yeah, just give it about 10 minutes. We should be good. But thank you for stopping by though and checking. That's actually really useful. We could always use more potions and stuff.
If I remember.
Oh yeah, in fact, so you want to tell some folks is I'm working on a deal.
I kind of heard about it. I don't know.
A lot's happened down there, and you've missed a lot while you're away. But
stuff like that.
I'm working on a bulk deal that gets health, manas, and even more antidotes.
Yeah, we might buy a couple off you. That actually sounds good. All right, but yeah, just come back in 10 minutes and we can sort that out. But thank you though, appreciate it.
No problems.
Someone else do that.
Fucking dork.
I loosened it for you.
Alright, so this is pretty much, well... Crucible isn't here, but he's aware of the situation. And I also had him go around looking for people that are part of the Red Wall Guard. I'll wait a couple more minutes, but you have not... You know about the situation. You know about the situation. You don't know about the situation yet.
Maybe. This is probably...
Tina
there's
will
a
be
lot
back,
of
but if the
situations,
meeting
so
is
you'll have to
long,
remind me.
I'll
I'll probably remember straight away.
Is it very bad what's going on, or we need to help someone?
It's fairly bad.
Like, on the scale of 1 to 10, how fucked are we?
10. Possibly 11.
What?
You've been here with the Red Wall Guard since, you know, our rocky days of our reputation being shit. Yeah, welcome back to those days.
Wait,
what? No. Who the fuck do we have to grovel to now?
So, yesterday, we had an incident. You've been here long enough, so you would know who these people are. You wouldn't. The breakfast crew was here. Yep.
Does this have something to do with Tommy and being fired?
Yes.
What?
What, the tree that caught on fire that exploded? That thing?
Wait.
No, Tommy got fired
Tommy's
as in
fired?
he was let go from the Red Wall Guard.
Wait, what? I didn't know this.
What? No!
This is why we're having the meeting.
He got let go today. Yeah, okay, alright.
He
All right,
was just let go
continue.
today.
Sorry.
Yes, let me tell you what's going on so you are aware of the situation. This is why I brought this meeting and why I'm telling you everything, because there's also some additional stuff on top of that. This is what I'm telling you with the reputation being shit, because no one liked that. Even the people in the Red Wall that aren't Red Wall Guard, that say fuck the Red Wall Guard, are pissed that we fired Tommy. So,
Why would you fire? Did he do something like that?
so let me continue.
Yeah.
So, you would recognize that name. There used to be some people here that lived in the bed and breakfast here in Redwall, the building that's right next to the Nexus. So, back in the day, we had a very serious problem where a Redwall guard broke into their house and stole from them, and there was absolutely no repercussions. You know who that was, and you know why there weren't any repercussions, because there was, you know, a relationship there. So,
isn't that house owned by the Red Wall? Like,
it is now, but back in the day, there was quite a few people living in it before that. So back in the day, there was several different people that lived in there that you don't see around anymore. You would not know them. Us old timers would basically know who they are. Maybe you, I don't know how long, I think you were here a while ago and then you left and then you came back.
First time I was here was when the Great Worm was fucking dogging on everyone, and then we sent like multiple people from Aether and then multiple people from Redwall to go fight them.
Yep, so you wouldn't
When
have
I
said,
first arrived.
yeah, you wouldn't have known them then.
So I was there a couple months, 3 months, 4 months, something like that.
Yeah. So, there was an incident where they were never punished. So, that was like, what, 4 months ago? Quite a long time ago. So,
yeah,
feels like 2 years ago, cough, cough. Anyway, so, that whole incident happened. And fast forward today, and they were actually here. They were having two of the breakfast crew people, John and... They said her name, I don't remember it, the unicorn. Anyway, they were having a conversation on the side of the road, and several demons, including Tama, and a couple I don't know, but I've seen them around, kidnapped them. They grabbed them, they were taking them to the Nexus, and Tommy was also involved. Tommy got the Archmage of Earth involved to construct a barrier to keep people from chasing after them into the Nexus. So,
what the fuck?
The demons got off with these two individuals. Yes.
You missed a good few details, which are kind of important.
I'm not getting into the super deep details. I'm just more going over.
No, but those details are incredibly important to the story.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
that's
it just like
a lot of context. I like to hear that out.
So the reason why the demons were taking this person, it was not a kidnapping. The person who was being taken had agreed to duel somebody, to duel one of them. So they were taking him to a spot to do this. They hired Tommy as a mercenary, not as a guard, to keep people from following. That is why people thought it was a kidnapping when it wasn't really.
I was right there in front of them. They didn't ask, they didn't inform, and they didn't. Well, they just grabbed them, picked them up, and ran.
If it was a kidnapping, they wouldn't have even been able to do it in Redwall because, we literally have a barrier that prevents that.
And it still happens.
Kidnappings are kind of impossible actually in the city.
But it's also a possibility that they did with the other party's consent.
It doesn't really matter anyway because it's not grabbing them and taking to the nexus. Yeah, sure, is bad, but it's not as bad as what was going to happen later. So, somewhat mute point. Even if it was a kidnapping, it didn't need to go to this escalation. So, and also the demons didn't get the punishment that would be warranted for that anyway. So it's a mute point there also. So, they come back. We've arrested them and we've interrogated them. The demons got off with what would be considered probation. Basically, Victor is going to keep an eye on the 2 demons that reside here in Redwall, and Doctor is going to be keeping an eye on the demons that live up in Aether.
So
they're not under arrest or under any kind of punishment. They are just getting an eye, basically making sure they're on their best behavior and not causing any further problems, which is somewhat appropriate given what's happened. And then also, as far as the kidnapping goes, regardless if there's a deal or not, my understanding is the testimony was that they...
Yeah, just what's the bad part? What was this big coup de grace that set off everything?
So, the additional details that I just learned myself, thanks to Crucible, thank you, is that Tommy was shot with a gun, not with clay bullets like what Damien does, but with an actual bullet close to his lung and had to be healed. Victor did that in retaliation for him having the Archmage put up a wall. Afterwards, after they interrogated the demons as well as handing out the punishments for the demons, that's when they fired Tommy.
No.
Because the demons hired Tommy to do all of that stuff.
Also, the Archmage is under his testimony, and I want to stress that this is under the Archmage's territory. Someone let the cat in. So, after they fired Tommy, the reason I added that bit in the beginning is to add some context as to, I don't agree with what Victor did with firing Tommy, but I think that's his reasoning, is that we need to go hard based on the fact that we've had incidences in the past where we were soft on the Redwall Guard, especially when it comes to these individuals. But I still don't agree with it, and neither does Kai, and neither does the other captain, Damon. So, there's been talk about us going on strike. And this might be a possibility. This is probably going to be something that we'll be discussing even further tomorrow when we have a meeting. But I'm letting you know, everyone know, because Julian and a few select others know, just from the fact that Tommy has been very vocal about what's happened to him, and you may hear it, and I'd rather you get the straight information as to what's going on, because here's the thing, even we are not happy with it. I have had to go and talk to people. Crucible knows this. I've talked to him about this when it happened, and I am not happy with how this was handled, and I will be telling Victor myself this, as well as Kai, and we are going to have a straight up meeting about this, because this is not only a bad PR move within the Red Wall Guard, but it is also a bad move because very many people outside of the Red Wall Guard like Tommy. He was a very trusted person with a lot of people in the community, and this is going to cause problems. Not only that, but a lot of people are bringing up with the fact that he shot Tommy, and then he also did the whole you may not know this because you were gone for a while, the whole thing where he decapitated Eugene.
I mean, that was completely deserved.
No, it was not.
I mean,
if you think it was unfair for Tom, if you think it was unfair for Tommy,
not Tommy, Eugene.
If you think it's unfair for Tommy to get fired for what he did, then it's unfair for Eugene to get decapitated for strictly damaging property. That's an arrestable offense, not a murder.
Oh, no, it's what he did that got even further. He escalated the situation from damaging property, which I already reiterated multiple times.
Okay.
Eugene does all the time, so he deserves to get his ass beaten.
And not only does he escalate situations, he causes problems consistently, and from what you guys have told me, also consistently, which is even funnier when it comes to punishing Tommy for such a small action, also doing his job as a mercenary, which is what he fucking does. So that's completely within his own right to do that. He is. So it's completely in his own right to do that job.
Okay, but here's the problem.
If the mercenary leader,
even if you agree with the fact that Eugene was completely justified and decapitated Eugene, the big thing that people have problem with is that the fact that the mayor said that he decapitated Eugene not because of a punishment or for justice or fairness, because, quote, it would be funny.
It was more of that, but also a funny in the ways of, oh, we can circumvent the entire law system by just cutting your head off, therefore you died, and there I bring you back, and there the punishment has been done. That is what Victor did.
Yes, and a lot of people have problems with it.
Yeah, but that's just Eugene going around spouting bullshit when he was in full agreement with the actual situation he was going to get, with getting his head cut off and putting it back on, and then he just goes around and spreads false rumors and all that just to pit more people against us.
Yes, but this is why a lot of us, like myself, were not happy with what the mayor did, because it puts us in a very bad situation, because now people are referencing that with what we did with Tommy, especially with him, with the fact that Victor shot Victor instead of just simply a punishment. On top of the fact of the severe punishment on top of that.
Also,
does
this not cause political problems because Victor shot Tommy in Aether?
From my
he did not shoot Tommy in Aether.
Wait, did he get
He
shot?
shot Tommy in...
Yeah.
He got shot in hell when Tommy was watching the duel.
Wait, okay, so this duel was happening in hell. How the belief that there's a darker side to getting...
Yes.
Hell is his own jurisdiction, so he shouldn't even get shot at all.
Exactly, he should have been brought back here in Redwall, not shot in hell.
I'd also like to bring to attention how bad this could be for the Mercenary Guild entirely, because from what Victor has just demonstrated, mercenaries doing mercenary work are apparently able to just be shot for doing their job, which is going to be really bad as soon as people realize that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm part of the mercenaries. And what is it going to be, shooting me next? Because I'm part of the mercs?
As much as a strike is a spur-of-the-moment nice idea, what that does is also outline all of our dirty laundry right to absolutely everybody.
So here's the thing. If the mercenaries had you do something illegal here in Redwall, there would be repercussions, but it would be a suspension, it would be a fine, it would be something along those lines.
Yeah,
That's a job. A job is a job, no matter how you get it.
Yeah, they know that.
I've worked for the, I've done contract work for the mercenaries. I've done jobs for Garrick. I'm not directly under their organization, but I've done jobs for them, and that was off of Redwall. If we do anything here in Redwall as part of the while we're a part of the Redwall Guard, we are held to a certain standard, and we need to make sure we're abiding by the rules, even if we're doing contract work for other organizations. However, what Tommy did didn't necessitate a firing, especially since he's been, yes, there were some killings, but he wasn't of the right mind. He wasn't responsible for that, much like I wasn't responsible when the Daedra arm took me over.
Wait,
I'll hit. Yes.
Am I the only one who remembers? Garrick told me that the mercenaries were exempt from that whole legal business because either they can be hired to do certain bad things.
Outside of Redwall, if they do things here in Redwall, Garrick already has a...
Okay, but wait a minute.
Wait,
hold on.
That went to hell.
It was outside of Redwall. He went to hell.
But
so
the kidnapping...
have gotten fired.
The kidnapping inside...
The kidnapping had occurred here in Redwall.
Okay, the kidnapping...
We're ignoring the duel and all of that because...
kidnapping.
Yes.
Because I fucking doubt that it was a kidnapping.
I think
before this gets to extremes, I think the simplest thing to do would to ask Victor to reconsider, and instead of firing, a suspension.
That's what we're doing.
For a certain amount of days. Yeah.
We're talking to Victor, but we've talked about it, and the possibility of people striking, if that doesn't happen, is a possibility. There's already several Red Bull guards that want to strike if Tommy isn't brought back, but maybe a suspension or something.
There's already so many issues involving this situation with various people. The right example is Tama was actually arrested for this, from what I've been told.
Yes, and Tama that
has pissed off a lot of people.
I mean, it seems anyone who gets arrested pisses off people. I honestly, I stopped caring.
Here's the thing. They got a slap on the wrist. They're under probation. And here's the thing. Regardless of what people's thoughts on it is, it depends on the person who was acted upon, the victim in the situation. And if they're pressing charges and saying, I was kidnapped, then we have to go by that. And they're saying, I was kidnapped.
Asking for a full thing, because currently at the moment don't really have a full does he
I
want
will be
to press
talking to Victor
thing
about
yet?
it, because from my understanding they've already had a full statement from all parties involved. I want to see the transcripts myself, and that's what I'm going to be talking about with them tomorrow. But I'm just relaying what I know from what I know at this time, is that the person that was picked up and carried from the spot that they were at to the Nexus is claiming that they did that without their will and that they were being kidnapped. Which, here's the thing. If someone were to come here, this was a situation this morning where someone was like, you were there for that. They were like, hey, I want to take Victus. And I told them to fuck off. If they're not willing to do it consensually, then you don't have anything. It doesn't matter what their laws are. It doesn't matter what their agreements is. We have a rule here in Redwall that, if they cannot be coerced or taken against their will, and if they're taken against their will, that is a kidnapping, regardless of whatever deal they have.
I have one question. So, on top of that, so the Archmage of Earth.
Yeah.
Is he getting any shit for this?
That's what I'm planning on doing, because someone isn't telling the truth here. Tommy says that he told the Earthmage, or the Archmage of Earth, that he was doing this as part of a mercenary gig, and that it was not in any way part of official guard business. And the Archmage of Earth is saying that he was told that it was completely part of Redwall Guard business, and that he was told to block the road as part of Redwall Guard business. So one of those stories isn't true. Someone is telling the truth and someone is telling a lie.
Right, and then most obviously, alright.
From what I know about the whole situation, and I've heard now at this point the 3 different people who could give stories. I've heard from Tommy, I've heard from the side of the Redwall Guard, and then I've heard a bit from the Archmage of Earth side. From what I understand, the person who was taken, it wasn't a case of they had just made a deal or whatnot. They made a written contract that the dude signed to go to this duel. It was not like a verbal deal, it was a written contract that was signed.
Then what would have...
Which is why they took him.
Then legally, what would have happened is they would have they would have told them, hey, your contract is up, we're calling you, and you need to come with us, and he would have went willingly. I was right there. Victor told me to talk to them because Victor wanted to have a meeting with them and told me to go get them. I walked up to them and was waiting until they were done with their conversation. I literally saw them as 3 demons came out of nowhere, picked them up. The unicorn specifically was saying, no, let me go, and was being dragged. That does not sound like consensual, consenting to go with them.
In that sense, the demons are the ones that picked up the person, right?
Yes, they picked up both the unicorn and John.
So Tommy was just on the sideline assisting, not actually assisting by moving the person or directly doing it, but could be in a sense hired by the mercenary guild or from the gig to just simply escort.
They were basically accomplice, yes.
Tommy's job...
He's not even the one that kidnapped.
So no, but they were...
Her word was he was hired to prevent the group that was following the demons from following them. That was the entirety of what Tommy's job was.
So they were assisting. They were not part of the kidnapping, which again is why they shouldn't have been fired. They should have been suspended because they were not actually part of the kidnapping.
Yeah, Tommy committed a different crime. He didn't commit kidnapping.
It did, right?
No, exactly.
They were accomplice. That's different. And then also
fully clear this up.
The fact that the demons got a...
Just go ask to see the contract.
Here's the thing. The demons got a light slap on the wrist. They got promotion. Not promotions. God, I'm so used to thinking of that as punishment for myself. Probation. They got basically probation, which would be like a suspension on our end, which is should have been the same punishment, but he was given a much stricter punishment than the demons got, who actually did the kidnapping.
I'm guessing that's because he's part of the guard, so you have to, higher standards for all of us.
And also keep in mind that when I'm saying kidnapping, I am going off of both what I saw with how, because even if John had the contract, the unicorn didn't, so they didn't need to take her, because she, from everything that I've heard, I have not heard anything about her being part of the contract. So there's a lot of things.
I can agree to that.
If they weren't here, none of this would be happening. If
So-
they weren't here, none of this would be happening.
Huh?
If they weren't here, sorry.
You okay?
Everything is confusing. Every time something is happening in Redwall, it's like it's never a day of fucking peace, and it's always.
Yep.
As Kai says, never a dull day in Redwall.
Just being washed. And just.
He kind of rubbed off of me with
why
that.
don't people just
Yeah.
do and not fuck up? And just listen.
Yeah, I feel you. This is everything that I think. See,
what permission do we have to do? How are we supposed to know when we have to take force or do something? I am still so confused.
It's not an easy job. Sometimes you.
Backlash.
Here's the thing. Sometimes it's not easy, and it's a fine line. And sometimes if this was a situation where Tommy was suspended, I would have the victors back on this based on, again, all the testimony that I know so far. But he was fired, and not only was he fired, he was shot when he was willing to cooperate, and he was coming in willingly from what I've heard. So that there shouldn't have been any situation where he was shot with an actual bullet.
Victor convicted attempted murder.
Yes. Yeah, basically.
So, by the law, he should be booked in. Because he's not directly Red
The
Bull
problem
guard,
is, from what
He's
he
the
just
mayor.
said, it happened in hell. So
Wrong. I don't think he's the mayor anymore. He's just...
No, he's still the mayor.
Is it true? He's still the mayor?
He's still mayor.
Anything happens.
It's not
He's
the
the
point.
mayor,
It's
but
not
like-
about taking someone out. It's about over
leadership or something.
No.
Hey, I'm gonna head outside because I realized that there's no guards actually outside.
Look,
So I'm gonna.
Yep, you already know the situation. So
Completely
good.
understandable your frustration. Trust me, I've been dealing with this with fucking Eugene and stuff. I try to do everything by the book. And the one thing I know about by the book is when I was asked multiple times, is there laws in Redwall? It's just,
What's the first thing I've seen?
I don't see no written fucking rules. Therefore, as far as it goes, anything fucking goes. I try to stick to my own personal morals
We've
and rules.
tried to have written laws. The problem is everyone keeps trying to find fucking loopholes all the time.
Loopholes?
They're simple. If they try to loophole
Either
it,
loopholes or don't want to listen to
you
it.
just double the
Right.
fucking damage.
But it wasn't in the written
Make it a
rules, so
law.
therefore you
Find a
can't do
loophole,
anything. And then we put a law there, and then they find another loophole.
It's simple. That's how laws get formed. You have to do it. So, like, example, murder, right? If I pull out a fucking gun and I shoot someone, that's murder, right? If I then pull it out and shoot him in the leg, well, that's assault, and it's also assault with a deadly weapon. There's a bunch of different fucking, like, causes to the situation.
The thing about that is, as well, is that Redwall is a neutral state. It doesn't have, like, bureaucracy, any of, like, the higher-ups, like kings or anything like that. We are a neutral, basically a neutral territory for trades and anything that were to come here. If it was Aether, yeah, it would be a little bit different. But since Redwall...
We're talking about how Tommy got fired.
Can't really... We could put rules in, but I don't think that anyone would actually listen to them.
This is the coin, right? Because I've heard that term. This is the coin, right? This is like the mainland, right? The mainland should have laws. Aether, I don't give a fuck. They're a flying fucking island in the middle of fucking nowhere in a different plane or some shit like that. But here, down on mortal ground with mortal men and lives at stake, there needs to be laws. There needs to be written laws. And if there is loopholes, the simplest thing to do is go by the judgment of the guard.
Here's the other
It is
flip of
every
that.
guard's point to make that judgment. If it is a good call to arrest that person or not. And there is due process and evidence you need to gather before you fully convict someone.
Right.
So here's the flip side of that is you weren't here when there was an Aether guard. There used to be an Aether guard,
Tommy
just
told
like
me
there
about
was
it.
a Redwall guard.
And Tommy was part of it.
Wasn't
Did
they
he,
stopping people from running?
Did he? Yeah. Did he tell you about how there were rules about how you can't run places? You can't.
Yeah, we don't need silly bullshit rules like that. But
But that's what sometimes happens
and
when
he
you
got
start.
fired and shit like
Because
that.
here's the thing: once people start having writing shit down, you have to write every single little thing down, and then at that point, the guards feel like they have to enforce every single written thing. So if
but without any written laws, the issue is people can get away with whatever they want. I mean, Eugene's walking off into the fucking swamp and then summoning fucking hordes of skeletons and undead and fucking waking up liches and shit. Like, well, not liches, necromancers, but point is, we need some fucking rules. Because people are getting away with whatever the fuck they want in Redwall. And if they keep getting away with what they want in Redwall, we look like the shit cunts because we're not doing anything. And by the time we see someone do something so blatant that we are going to arrest them, people like 50 people will jump in and then fucking say, "Oh, fuck the Redwall Guard, we're all here. We are the ones making a decision," and then we just get thrown to the side. We don't have any authority here because we're not making any actual authoritarian decisions that is impacting on people.
It'll be our fault, or them. This is their own choice of them getting hurt. We're trying to stop them from not getting.
Exactly. We're trying to keep Redwall safe. That is #1 priority. Redwall and its citizens are the main priority, not Aether's citizens, not other people's citizens. If they come here, they are part of it. But once they're here, they're part of the city, right? And we need something that actually is going to concrete, make sure people will stop doing certain actions.
Look, if you can convince Victor, Kai, and Damien, and Alwyn when he gets back, all of them are against that. I have not been able to convince them. I have talked about trying to have kind of a hybrid system, because, basically having very strict written rules did not work, especially with how the Aether Guard was handling them. And having no written rules at all doesn't work, I don't think. So having some sort of hybrid system where there's at least something written down, but it's vague and there's not anything specific in there to give us a little bit of flexibility.
Well, that's what I mean. That's exactly what I was talking about. And you were saying about loopholes. That's the part where the vagueness causes loopholes. Having a vague thing causes loopholes, right? And I'm not saying make something certain or make it so vague that people can then just make whatever loophole they want around it, right? You need something that is there, it's understandable, it's simple, and then it's up to the discretion of the guard to deal with it if they feel like it's an actual bad thing or needs or needs punishment or jail time, or if it's so fucking spectacular that they actually have to be executed.
Also, you've been here as long as I have. Does the College of Magi still run Redwall? Like, Victor is the mayor.
Ooh.
But I don't even know if the College of
question.
Magi runs this place still. Basically, they are a college.
I haven't seen
exactly like it says. They are
I
basically.
haven't seen any of the students from there.
They are ones that teach magic. They teach it to high-level mages. Usually a lot of archmages, like Halifax actually teaches at the College of Magi. And
I feel like everything is up there than down here.
Yeah, welcome to...
I think the reason being is because Redwall didn't exist until later on, so Aether was the main island for everyone to be
That's why
around.
everything's up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, this meeting tomorrow, right? Look, I think I can convince at least the leaders, right? But what I need is at least the people here. Do you feel like what I've said sounds good, or do you feel like it sounds bad? Am I making valid points here?
Yeah, like I've wanted like a median of like not super strict rules, but at least something slightly concrete. And if someone was like, "Oh, there's not something written down," it's like, "Look,
If
you're still being a
the
dick."
meeting happens and nothing changes from that meeting, I will be going on hiatus.
No, I feel you. That's the same plan here.
I don't
This is what I'm going to talk about, right? So, what I'm talking about here. So, if all of us, right, are in agreement to this, right, and we'll talk about the Tommy situation, right, but the Tommy situation is only a small candle compared to the actual bonfire of the main situation which I'm bringing up, right? So when we talk tomorrow at the meeting, when we're talking to Kai, Damien, all them lot, we need to make that point clear, and we need to make the point that we agree on it, okay? If we don't all agree or this or that, They might have doubts, or they will just... And if they do, just don't listen to us, even though we all agree with that idea being a good, then what the fuck is the point in them being a leader?
Also, as far as the hiatus thing, that's why I'm bringing up and letting people know about how there's several people talking about a strike, because, you know, that's most likely going to be happening. And if you want to do a strike to send a message, along with the other Redwall guards that are talking about it, then you're aware of it.
Yeah, it's just, as much as I love to strike, I don't want to put the people at risk because we go on strike. And as much as that would just... I don't want to see at the end of the day fucking Redwall on fire because we decided to stop doing our job.
I don't either.
And that could happen very fucking quickly, considering the people that we have out there.
Well, there's the other thing that... So I don't know if you mentioned it, but we're Inquisitors. Or actually,
No,
Tommy brought that up.
Meant to like talk about it in the open. That's why I just...
Because you're under him, no matter what, or he would just up and kill you. Am I correct?
The part we can talk about
Yeah,
probably...
he put a ring inside of us that will fucking explode or do something. But, you know.
I was going to discreetly mention that, but yes.
Locked. Like, you
Really?
know, locked
He didn't
under
do it
his
to me.
command. So...
It don't matter if I'm locked under his command. If he wants to use my body and he chose for me to join in the first place, he better respect my decisions underneath him, right? Because at some point, a dagger could go through the man's back or slit his fucking throat, and if I explode, the man's gonna die anyway. It could happen to anyone. It could happen to anything. I'm not saying I'm gonna do that because Victor's a nice guy, so I'm sure he'll come around. But point being, like, I don't. Even if my life's always at threat, so I just never really take it that much into consideration.
So Vivian, first off, before he does this, he makes sure that we fully understand the risks and that we accept it. He does not do that against our will, and we fully accept the risks.
He didn't say... I thought he was going to take it out after, though. I thought it was something just specific. He didn't say it was a permanent thing.
Well, you kind of joined in pretty quickly, so you didn't get the whole spiel. I won't lie. You kind of jumped in. It's like, I want to do this, and he like gave you the short version of that disclaimer.
Yeah, well, obviously I wanted to help out, but yeah. So, you know, it's just one of those things.
The full
Don't read the
disclaimer
fine print.
I can speak for myself anyway, is he fully did say it's in there. That way, if I get kidnapped, I can't reveal any secrets. And here's the thing.
Yeah, see, that's what I got told, and then I was like, okay, so this is just something for the mission, then cut.
Right. No, it's because if we get kidnapped here, like some of the other guards that have happened, like Kai or Alwyn, same thing still applies. They can still drill us for information. Because the thing is, Vivian, here's the thing. They were able to get quite a bit of information from both Kai and Alwyn when they were captured. Now, we do, with the Inquisition, we do very sensitive missions, like intel gathering.
I mean, just close this door while you're going to talk about this.
Yes.
Okay.
It's still open.
Okay.
It's being an ass.
Fucking door.
So,
there you go.
We deal with a higher level of information and intel than even what Kai and them get. So the information that we get, if the Daedra were able to get our hands on us and get that information, would put thousands of lives at risk, maybe even more. So yes, I consented to that, and I agreed to have this implanted in me, and I will be 100% honest. I do not want any of you to risk your lives trying to rescue me if the same thing happens to me.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
For herb gathering.
No!
Vivian? You can't say...
God damn it!
Vivian? It's okay, Vivian. It's fine. We've dealt... Like, you've been gone for a while. The Daedra threat is a lot less now than it used to be.
It's still dangerous out there.
Which is why they get a disclaimer and they accept the risks to what happens. So I apologize. You're more than free to go to the swamp. Would you like a Redwall guard to come with you to escort you?
Sure.
We have him.
Ah, okay. So yeah, he is part of the Redwall guard.
I'm part of the Mercenaries Guild.
You're part of the mercenaries, but we just ask if you want to have a Redwall guard member with you, because we have access to our sending stones, and if you guys run into problems, they can call for extra additional help. So if he's coming with you, he's part of the Redwall guard, and he has a sending stone with you. We only let you know,
good.
especially on a day like this where we don't have that many Redwall guard. And holy shit, where did everyone come from? You still have your Redwall guard sending stone, right?
Yeah. We got everyone.
Of course.
Here.
Just make sure it's activated. If you run into problems, let us know.
Thank you.
Dang thing.
Yep.
Forget to work right.
Basically, a long story short.
There we go.
Is that okay?
Is that the same as the one that you get from last?
Good things about the god. And now.
Okay.
Downhill. First day.
No, he's not joining.
Like, I didn't know what I was getting into. I thought it would be easy.
Now you
I didn't
know
it was this much of a risk in people.
That day when you were like, you can't be drinking, now you know why I drank quite a bit. Because not only do I have to deal with all of this mess with Redwall Guard, but I also had to watch myself pull up my gun shield, put it point blank to my commander's neck, and pull the triggers while I could not do anything about it.
What are we up to?
And then also, as far as the swamp goes, if they fuck around, they will find out. We cannot save everyone, and we cannot protect everyone, and there's certain levels of risk that they will accept by going out in the swamp. We cannot tell them not to go into the swamp, because there's resources out there. There's the mage trial if they want to do the mage trial. There's the cemetery if they're undead and they need to deal with that. There's lots of reasons why they might need to go into the swamp, and we cannot stop them for that. What we can do is, when we had a training about it, have a Redwall guard with them. If an emergency happens and they're attacked, they can call for our aid if they want to, and we will be there for them if they want us to be there. If they don't, then, again, if they're going to fuck around, they will find out. That is their responsibility.
You know what? Maybe you should start finding people that start causing trouble for Redwall and bringing a bunch of hordes of fucking things back that we have to go fight.
Usually
that would cost the cover of our mending of equipment and also improving on the fucking defenses of the wall.
Then there would be a lot of problems, because this is probably a really good day. I usually don't have this many Redwall guards on a day like this. Usually it's me and maybe one, maybe if I'm lucky, 2 other Redwall guards, maybe. So that means 3 total. So for example, one of the other days,
from stuff like this.
we had reports where people were saying, "Oh, we went into the swamp and we saw some Daedra," and then we're like, "Okay, cool. Thank you for letting us know." So there's number one. If we start finding people for, you know, hey, how dare you go into the swamp and cause problems, they can't alert us of stuff like that. They are basically an early warning system.
It's not that. It's if they walk out there, stir up a nest full of shit, and then start running back screaming, and then bring the entire horde, like their trouble bringing it all the way to our front fucking gate, is what I mean. Like, basically forcing us to do it while they run and cower inside the city from the trouble they just caused. We then have to go deal with it.
It's the opposite.
We have our lives on the way.
Usually they're wanting to fight and they're wanting to fuck things up, and we're having to drag them back to prevent them from fighting because they're not guard. So it's I wish they would run and cower.
What do you mean
honestly,
prevent them from fighting? If they want to be out there and fight, then we don't need to go out there and fight with them.
Which brings me to my second point.
Said, that's their thing. Yeah.
We can ask for volunteers, and if we start finding people for going out in the swamp, then they may not be willing to volunteer because they might be worried they might get repercussions for helping us, even though we're asking them for the help. So not only are we, if we punish them for, like, oh no, you went to the swamp and caused problems, we're basically telling them that if they go into the swamp and they cause a problem by accident or by they stumble across it, that they're not going to come and tell us about it because they don't want to get fined or in trouble. So they're just going to run back and not tell anyone and just take off. Second, if we find them, they may not be willing to help us because we're punishing people for going into the swamps for necessities that they need to go into the swamp for. On that mission, I got Vander and several other people with me to do a stealth scout mission to go to see if it was really Daedra, and it wasn't. It was Crocosaurs, and they were actually kicking the ass of the Daedra. So we just said, okay, continue kicking their ass. We're out. And we just let them continue killing the Daedra because I'm perfectly fine with them killing Daedra.
Yeah.
So but we are not going to stop people from going in the swamp, and if they end up accidentally causing trouble, we'd rather them come to us and let us know, hey, we ran into a hornet's nest, so we can deal with it and prevent that hornet's nest from coming in and dealing with it. We can man the walls and we can deal with the threat.
So we fine people for not letting us know then?
That's a slippery slope.
If they cause trouble and then bring it to the gate and then they run off and they don't tell us and we find out it's them, then they should get fined.
Then you run into a problem with people like making shit up to try to prevent them. Like, oh yeah, I totally found, and then, you know, crying wolf, as it were.
Oh, if they cry wolf.
It's best to encourage them to tell us and let them know that it's in their best interest for the town's safety to tell us.
Yeah, but it's just at the same time that's encouraging them to go into the swamps because they run to Daddy and Mommy, which is the Redwood Guard.
They're going to go into the swamps regardless because they need ingredients, because there's stuff that they can get in Redwall in the swamps that they can't get here in Redwall or other places. Like grave moss, for example, other things. You're not going to be able to keep them out.
Whatever, the swamp's not my problem anyway right now. I'm more concerned about actual just general laws in fucking Redwall. So.
Right.
Yeah.
But as far as what we talked about, does anyone have questions, issues, problems?
We have several issues and several fucking problems.
Hey, buddy.
They can be reconvened tomorrow.
Relying on you.
Well, that's kind of what I meant. Also, since people are here, I guess we're in charge of having to feed the whale, throw a couple explosions in the ocean, kill a bunch of fish.
That's sorted. Vivian here, I'm paying 5 gold a day to just make us some good berries for the whale. We're done. It's not a problem anymore.
Is that going to feed, like, those berries are good,
Good
but
berries give one. Good berries give one. Doesn't matter the race or the species. It gives you 1 day worth of food.
Huh. Worth a try.
Yeah, it was a really fucking smart idea, so that's why I'm doing it. And it will save us some gold. Exactly, it will save us a lot on the gold and the platinum we just got, so we can actually use that for good use.
If that works, that's genius. Even if it's not, I appreciate you trying.
Rift was the one who gave the idea to me. So I'll take the word of a mage.
I know that mage. I used to date that mage. I'm not fully trusting that this may work.
Well, that's not good when they talk about that when I got the scroll here, because they just gave this to me earlier.
Hello.
Look, Rift knows his stuff, but sometimes it doesn't work.
Badge, Redwall guard badge, for a moment. Thank you. I'm going to do something that Redwall guards are not supposed to.
It doesn't read. It doesn't read.
She just throws it on the table.
I missed it. What happened?
She's about to do something that might cause her to get
Oh,
fired.
cool. All right. What is she going to do?
Basically,
All right.
Consider in this situation, I don't know if you're aware about what happened with Tommy, but I'd highly recommend you don't do anything. Because you'll most likely get fired from the Red Guard at this current moment. Don't do anything.
Oh, I got fired once. Oh, I got fired once.
Okay, Tina.
You already got fired. Do something stupid. You will be apprehended. I am tired of this solution.
Okay, let me. Would you give me time to explain what's going on so you're fully aware of what's going on?
All I know is that we got fired.
He did get fired, and no one's happy about it. Kai's not happy about it. Damien's not. Even Damien, hard ass, lone wolf, fuck you, grumpy ass. He's not happy about it either.
Hey, Tris, can I get you for a second? It's kind of important.
Yes. Just wait until tomorrow. We have a plan. We're going to be dealing with it.
Okay. Anyway.
Oh. Yes?
I'm about to do something that a red will...
Oh.
Hello.
Yes? This is, the catfolk you fought. This is her superior officer in Redwall Guard, if you'd like to tell her anything, you and Alice.
You just don't show it on your person.
He seems... Your guard seems to have it out to want to kill me, apparently.
What did the cat do this time?
Rivalry. Well, the first day here, she decided to take offense to my chest, and she's been very aggressive since then. To insulting. Of course, I would insult her back, and she instantly draws her weapon, even outside of the thing. To the point where she even grabbed me by the ears and slammed me against the tree earlier, which started our little duel, where she almost killed me. Took everything I had to fight her back at the same level.
Just to make sure, the white cat with the blue tunic.
And say they're about to do something reckless?
Yes, basically, they can show the same. And then when we got out, she kept trying to fight me.
Thank you.
After we threw each other out of the ring, and then went after her next.
Works your crucible as well.
Maybe.
Your guard's jealousy is quite the problem. If she doesn't keep it up, there will be more problems. I don't take aggression lightly.
So she attacked you. What was her exact wording about your chest and why she was attacking you?
She kept making fun of them and being aggressive towards them. Essentially, sorry, I'm still quite angry.
Cow tits?
No, that was basically not the exact words, but effectively a insult that was regarding their oversizing, effectively a rude comment of them being too large.
And being highly aggressive when I told her. They were making rude remarks about my chest and my personal sizes.
I hate to admit it, but the cat folk struck. The cat folk struck first because it was words were exchanged, and then she. And again, I'm really glad I have a little bit more control over this. Grabbed her by the hair and then pinned her head against that tree.
Ears.
She got right there, so it could have been the ears or the hair. It was hard for me because it was on the other side of where I was. So they struck first, sadly, and then, Yami retaliated in kind as a means of self-defense by casting a cantrip, or an offensive cantrip at point-blank range, getting her to back off. And then an axe was drawn. So
we went into she drawed her axe, so we went outside the gate.
I encouraged
Father
them to
told us
take
to
their
go
fight.
to inside.
Yeah, because at least
even when we threw each other outside, she continued her insults and drew her axe. Again, only this time at Alice, he was telling her to back off. Your guard needs more training. At this point,
were they entered? At any point, did they say, "I'm a red wall guard. You better," like any coercion like that?
No.
No.
From everything that I heard, there was no abuse of power.
They do wear the badge, like, very proudly and on show, though.
Alright.
I do apologize for this, Tris.
Don't apologize. Please come to me when this things happen. I appreciate it, honestly. It sucks that this is happening, and it shouldn't happen.
And that she's going to kill me one day.
Oh, can you confirm that?
I can as well.
Also, is there any other witnesses?
This was in front of a bunch of people. I think Stern was there.
Mama, Stan.
Rift was as well.
Where's the guy in the green? Where's the guy in the green?
That one as well,
with the armor.
Green in the armor? Oh, you mean Eros? I believe they're out and about. They might be by the. Regardless, a not so insignificant number of people overheard this claim. So.
It was also that one girl who gave me this carrot.
Oh, you mean
whoever that was.
Okay. I don't think I need to go around asking for more eyewitnesses. 3 is pretty good, but I appreciate you letting me know that there's more. I might have additional questions. Is it okay if I come back and talk to you if I have any additional questions? Also, yes.
The city will be opening in roughly an hour. So.
I'll be heading to the Glass City when the gates open.
Okay.
So at least until then.
All right.
Thank you. Stick with us. Here, allow me to. And Purple, we can have the conversation.
Deny your challenge, they would be embarrassing themselves. Because as soon as death's on the table, people get freaky out and scared. And as soon as they say no, you tell them that you are the bigger person.
What, Trish?
I'm teaching them the proper way of dealing with the situation, rather than going in gun-ho and doing a bad...
I still want blood.
Very bad deed.
I still want blood.
Did she tell you the situation?
Something about bigger tit size, and then a bunch of basically embarrassing her. Then she had to go deal with a situation with her ex-boyfriend's grave, and then getting called a coward and stuff like that, which I can see is a very big thing to her. And due to that, and then having a bloodlust and wanting to kill her, so I'm telling her, if you really do keen on that, and you do have a passion, and this is a very big thing, you want to challenge her to the death. Do it in a proper manner, proper order, without that, because then we can't actually do anything if the other person agrees, and that all takes place. And also to talk with a DM kind of deal.
Mm-hmm. Just so you know, I was only battling her for who was the size, but then I saw like little creatures messing with Otis's grave, and dang well she just like does a small tap on your chest, like with her claw. It was aggressive, but she didn't hurt her too bad. Dang well how much this means to me. If I saw someone messing with my grave, you know how blood hungry I would be if someone tries to mess with him.
And that was the little creatures that were messing with it.
It was the little octopus. They were trying to take his flowers. It was the middle of a fight between me and that little rabbit bitch. And I only jumped over to stop what the octopus creatures were doing to us. And they assumed that I only backed out from the... And I even explained to them why I left in the first place. But they kept assuming that I only left because I was jealous of the chest size. which wasn't isn't true.
Inelegant.
And that pisses me off.
Excuse horrified, to be honest, but.
All right, well, you know you have to work on this, right? Like, we've told you this. You got suspended for this.
Well, maybe people need to stop insulting me.
People are going to insult you. People insult me all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. I will kill them for it.
No, you won't.
Why do you have to not do anything?
Because it doesn't matter. I don't give a shit.
That's why I said you can't just kill people. If it is really that bad, you can issue a duel to the death. If it is really that important to you.
Why duel when you can just kill them right there?
No.
Because the nexus portal will literally teleport you out instantly.
You can just kill people. You can just kill people.
You can't.
No, you can't.
There is just not here, specifically not here. Out in the swamps, sure. But
no, no. I see that little light bulb in your head. No. Why did you fucking give her that idea? No.
Because I'm just trying to specify the fucking how this place works.
No, you cannot kill people. Period. There are repercussions. You fuck around, you find out.
But I want their skull decoration.
Look, if you do what you think you're
Have
gonna
you
do,
not
don't do it, 'cause I
had
don't want to be an
your-
accessory to murder.
I thought
Please.
you were getting your lessons from Torg. Hasn't Torg been teaching you how to deal with your anger and how to not deal with it where you're wanting to kill people?
It's kind of hard. Well, it's kind of hard. Well, it's kind of hard to deal with your anger when people insult you.
People... Just because people insult you doesn't mean jack shit. People call me a low elf all the time because of how short I am. It matters not to me. I don't give a shit. I don't let it bother me.
That's boring.
You shouldn't let it bother you either. And also, from what I've been told, is you were insulting them back.
I insulted them when they insulted me.
You were calling them things like cow tits.
I did not say cow tits. That was a new one, but I should have said it.
Don't you fucking laugh. Don't you fucking laugh.
I should have said that. I should have said that. But no, I did not say cow tits. I said
Yeah.
big tits McGee.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I shoved her head against me.
Yeah, and I heard about that part. And there's quite a few
Yeah,
witnesses that you
insulting
saying
me.
that you struck first and that you hit them first.
Yeah, she assaulted me. And also, I didn't hit her. Also, I didn't hit her.
You just
All I did
admitted
was
it.
just grab
No,
her.
you just admitted it. You just admitted. You just admitted grabbing their head and smashing it, and which is lining up with what they told me.
Oh, that was considered hitting? I didn't know that. I thought it was just me I thought it was just a shove.
That is assault. That is assault. If you're grabbing someone and then that is assault. It is still.
If you grab them and
assaulting
smash
them.
their head against something, then yes, you're.
I could walk up and
I thought
grab
that was a shove.
Triss's arm without their consent, and that would be assault. Would it be a big thing? Not really. But the more greater the action, the more dire the circumstance, and the bigger the repercussions.
Just grabbing is
Point
battery,
being-
but the part where she slams her head.
Battery, yeah, sorry.
But the part where she grabs the head and then smashes it into something else, that's assault.
I didn't smash it. I just shoved it. I just
yeah,
shoved her
you
head against the wall.
Yeah, you shoved it against the
To
wall.
tree.
That's the same thing. You were.
Alright, so your dad's taught you this, right? That you can use your environment to also get the upper hand on your enemies in battle?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same thing. You're using your environment to hurt someone, which is assault. By hitting them against the wall, they're still hitting them against the wall. You may not be directly punching them, but you're basically
Well,
using that wall as a giant
Oh,
fist
well
to
then,
smash
yeah, I
against
did
them.
screw it up a little bit. Okay, then yeah, maybe I did screw it up.
Yes, you did. Like, this is what I'm trying to talk about, Tina, is that just because they insult you, even if they were the ones that were insulting you first, does not give you a right. You know, you can insult them back, but, you know, call them names, that's fine. But when you're escalating things and then you attack them first and you physically grab them and assault them, then that's where it becomes a problem. You cannot kill people. You cannot harm people. God,
Here's a big part when it
same
comes to the Red Bull
conversation over
God,
and over
okay?
again.
When it comes to the Red Bull God, when you signed up, your job is to de-escalate situations. Instead of escalating to go higher and higher to the point where people are fighting and trying to kill each other, you want that to not happen. If they're insulting you, you want to try and find a way to stop that without insulting them back, and then it goes to assault, and then you're fighting, and then someone gets stabbed and killed. Right? You want to make it go down.
Why can't?
The
Why
best
you
thing you
have to
could do
talk it
is
out?
ignore at the first.
Why
Because
you
it's the
have to
best
talk it out
way.
when you let the soul talk.
It's a very civil way of handling
It's the battle
things.
instincts talking. Okay. There is a term. The pen is mightier than the sword. A pen can write many words. Swords draw blood. Okay? Both are respectfully powerful. But, and this is probably another thing your dad's taught you. Same thing with how there's mages around here and there's fighters like me, right?
I totally
There are those
forgot to
that use
mention
their
that
brain.
you just see her eyes red a little bit. You just see her eyes turn red a little bit.
There are those that use their brain, like the mages, and there are those that use Ron, like the fighters, right? You are like me, you're a fighter, okay? You're a warrior. So, the best thing you could do is be stalwart and not give a flying fuck about them. Because if you had an enemy taunting you, say a big asshole, right? Real big asshole taunts you, right? He's saying all sorts of things to you, and this is the middle of a battleground, right? Hundreds of people around you fighting tooth and nail for the death, right? And you have the big commander is insulting you and things, right? You want to take that guy out very specifically, right? You know you can't just run into it and kill him, right? Because that's a very hard thing to do. You have to go through so many people. You're most likely going to die. So the best thing to do is, in a strategy, is to work together.
Just sneak up, just sneak behind him, and then chop his head off.
No, but he's got it. No, because there's too many other people around him. You don't let your emotions charge you into.
She's kind of bloodlust right now, and she's just thinking about just murdering and killing. I'm sorry, you two. I'm so sorry. So sorry.
You're good. Look,
I'm just gonna like, out of character, I'm just gonna say that they talked for like 10 minutes trying to get her to understand she's not understanding crap. She's just said like thought it would be an easy solution. I'm so sorry. I to save you guys some time. Just to save you guys some time. I'm so sorry.
Alright. Here's what we're gonna do.
I'm gonna go get something to eat.
How are you hungry? I gave you a good berry.
I'm hungry. The fuck? She just like shows her sharp teeth.
Dude, it's like talking to a wall, man. Like, I've tried so hard to try to get her. Kai has tried so hard. Alwyn, fucking Torg that has that same bloodlust and is like a barbarian, has tried to have this talk with her and try to get her to behave. Is she? I fucking don't know. Old enough to know better. Old enough to be part of the guard.
I'm assuming she came in on Torg's recommendation.
It's a big, huge, complicated mess. She was an orphan. Yeah. She was kind of taken in by the guard. She grew up watching, or well, not grew up, but she watched us fight and wanted to as a way of thank you for, rescuing her, she joined the Red Wall Guard, and I feel like all of this was a mistake. She needed to be somewhere other than us, the Guard.
I think they need... If what's going to happen is going to happen. If it's something small, we'll go over there, we'll stop it. But I think what the best situation for that would be is if they go on another suspension and then go to school to get some mature knowledge in them.
I mean, they might be up for another suspension at this point because here's the thing. The whole reason they were suspended in the first place is because they attacked me. I was trying to de-escalate the situation. I was doing the same thing that you were doing, and they just weren't having it, and they attacked me. So, if they had... And now we're getting, right after us giving them the badge back, they're going around saying, I'm going... Not only grabbing someone's head and smashing it because they were insulted...
Why would you let someone like that in the first place?
So... She didn't have these problems initially. She was part of an orphanage. We took her in because she was running away from it, because you know how that works. You come of age, you don't have anywhere else to go. So she came here, we kind of took her in. She watched us do our thing for a long time and then decided that she wanted to go ahead and join us. But I think that orphanage was shitty and wasn't really fantastic, and between that and watching us solve problems with violence has not helped her case at all.
How about don't and just don't. Just don't let her. And
here we go.
Yeah.
The corn people are back.
The what?
Are you kidding me? Yes, he is not kidding.
I think I recall them.
Corn?
They shoot arrows with corn on the end. I think I may have seen them, or I'm thinking of the mannequins. I don't recall. Anyway, there's apparently, according to Nox's numbers, about 300 entities or something like that.
I pinged approximately 300 corn arrows specifically. I can only ping the ammunition.
Also, why is Wayne not here? Like, we could have just had Wayne say, go eat all of them, and it would be done.
Also, I think I know this is crazy.
We haven't seen them.
Do we have a fire mage that can turn them all into popcorn on the outside here?
Jillian somewhere.
I mean, it's corn, like grown corn. You can't turn that into popcorn.
Maybe they're stealing the corn from the crops.
Never tried it. I don't know anyone who's tried that.
Look, anyway, if it gets cooked up there and destroyed, I mean, it's up in the fucking mountains. It's for the wildlife and the birds up there.
I guess you could have, like, barbecue corn, I guess.
We'd ask Rep, maybe he can do something with that.
Or put it on grill.
I mean... You mean the portal mage who can't use normal magic?
Who's missing an arm?
I mean, they can't exactly hurt us.
I'd rather go on a swamp walk and then just, this is not my problem.
You had to come back eventually. It will be your problem eventually.
I'll just have the Invictus come by and we'll bomb the fucking mountains.
It shouldn't be a problem though, right? It's because you got the Nexus fucking barrier. No one can do anything.
Also, he's at 300 arrows. That could be a shit ton more.
Could be one person with 300 arrows. It could be 300 people with one arrow.
Nah, let's say they have about 20 arrows roughly, and considering the size of corn is a lot different to the size of an arrow, I want to say maybe best at 15 in a quiver, and if they got quivers,
also a reminder that a find object has a set
probably.
There's maybe more outside my range of identification.
Well, either way,
I'm thinking maybe like 50.
I think a few of us might be going on a swamp walk.
Alright. Understood.
Okay, thank you for letting us know.
There's another group that went out there just to let you know. I don't know if they came back yet. There's another group that went out in the swamp.
I see.
They're still gone, I'm pretty sure.
Understood.
Wait,
if that cat follows us, by the way, the one in the blue hoodie, I might shoot them.
Okay, what did they do to you?
They're just annoying. and they're calling people, what is it, a wuss or something like that for being shot at. So I was saying, well, if I shoot at you, wouldn't you act scared too? So if they follow us, I'm going to show them what it means to be fired.
Here's the thing.
Services here.
If they follow you and they attack you, you have my full consent to attack them.
We've got a large income of stock that might...
I am not kidding.
If you're willing to cook
Her name is Tina, and we've suspended her like twice now.
Oh, so you mean the one who wanted to crush, clicking...
Oh, yes, those issues.
Fuck.
But they're not
Reese. There we go.
There's not the crusher
There's that. She attacked me, which is one of the suspensions she got.
300 corns in a cob there. So I mean...
Cool. If she follows us out and I say, get the fuck away from us because, you know, I don't know what you're here for, and then she doesn't get away, I have full rights, right? At that point.
And if she attacks you, you are more than welcome to attack her back.
This little one is hanging around me. They're quite cute. But,
going on.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But, yes,
but only if she attacks you.
Wall guards service as well, if you guys go after them. So that way
I left to de-stress. I come back to more stress.
Elemental.
Oh, this place is always really stress.
From my rations.
Well, Vander, Gwydion, Nox, do we want to go on a small walk now?
Focus on one thing at a time, best you can.
Let me take
that way you
my
won't overwhelm yourself.
To tackle
You're always welcome to
targeted goal.
join us, Trish. We'll meet you by the boat.
I'm gonna stay here, keep an eye on things, make sure things don't explode.
Nox. They're all currently around the mountains right now?
Around the entire mountain range.
Right. Okay, yeah, so there's currently right now. I mean, I'll pay you, how does... I mean, what do you feel like is good pay for dealing with it? Because you're getting a large amount of stock out of it.
We can go over pay later. I feel we can, let's just see how well we do first. But if anything, I do apologize. Now that I know that's on the table, Triss, I may have a moment of your time.
Yes.
I'll be in the Red Wall Guardhouse. I'm gonna go have a drink.
Yep, have fun.
So, this doesn't have to be private, but I figured I would just ask you about this of what you've been doing. I overheard, at least I think from some other people, saying that... Well, I can't remember her name, but the daughter of Torg, the cat one, they handed in their badge? Was that true?
Let's talk somewhere private.
Understood. Let's go a little off to the side then. Follow me. This little one just seems to like being... This one likes being around me.
I'm just gonna sit on a rock because I've been running around all day. So...
Also,
Tina.
First things first.
I'm gonna be staying sober for the day. I've had already one drink. I'm gonna not overdo it. One of the problems with being actually confident in my abilities is actually wanting to do better. It's annoying. So, Tina's been a problem for a while.
And also, just before we go into this rant, I still hold you in high regard. So this does not blemish anything against you.
Oh, I know.
There's just some things that I want.
Tina has been a problem for a while. Me, Kai, Alwyn, Damien, we've been all trying to help her because she's been having issues. The last thing that basically happened is she actually attacked me.
Really?
When I was trying to get her... Well, she's had 2 suspensions. I can't remember who she attacked the last time. But the first time she was suspended, she attacked me. The second time she was attacking someone else. This was when... back when the Daedra were actually coming into Redwall and attacking. She, the last time that she was suspended is because we were gathering a defense and we were getting people together to help with the Daedra that we're attacking. And instead of, helping and coordinating like a Red Wall Guard should, she had a problem with somebody and was threatening to attack and even kill them. If that sounds familiar. I told them to stand down and told them not to, that they need to, concentrate on defense and take her energy to fighting the Daedra. And instead of doing that, she doubled down, and I actually had to arrest her so she wouldn't cause a problem during the defense of saving the town. Because we didn't need to fight the Daedra and her at the same time. So she was suspended, and she was to work with Torg, because Torg. He
of
is,
course, yeah.
Yeah, he has that warrior blood in him, and he was going to teach her how to handle that so she didn't attack people unwarrantedly. She has not been taking... Like, Baxter was basically doing his best to explain that, she thought, all I did was shove her when talking about grabbing her head and smashing it against the wall. It was such a shove. And we had to explain to her that's assault. And grabbing her by the hair is battery.
And... Because the only reason why I'm coming to you for this is, again, if I need to talk to Torg, because unfortunately now this matter has involved me in the Glass City, because they have made open threats regarding one of my children, and that's fair to say, you know how protective I can be of them. However, I'd like to think that regarding the situation, I did not have a atomic outburst. I let them handle it for the time being, but if things are going to continue on like this, I need to start taking steps. Now, I'm more than happy to talk with Torg on the whole matter. If you would like me to step aside, if you'd like me to ease back and just keep security measures in check so that way Tina doesn't get away with anything, I can continue to do that. Guarantee you, if she tries to do anything in the Glass City, that'll be instantaneously dealt with. Non-lethally, of course. If anything happens, she will more than likely just be sent back to wherever her home is, and it'll be a day. But if you have a lot on your plate, I don't mind going to Torg.
So,
I also understand with what the mayor has done, it probably hasn't put you guys in
the best light, no.
Easy position. I say easy position, again.
If she's in
have always been an exemplary...
Yeah, I try to be.
And you do wonderfully. Never let anybody tell you that that you don't represent the Red Wall Guard well for what it stands for. You do good.
So, as far as if she causes problems in the Glass City, that's not our jurisdiction. You're free to handle it as you have full blessing. I can already tell you that Kai would tell you the same thing, that if she fucks around in Glass City, let her find out in Glass City. Let her deal with any consequences. What I would say is, when we arrested her and suspended her, Torg wasn't necessarily happy with it at the beginning. He did eventually, come to understand it, but, he was understandably pissed and shocked when he first got the news. So I think it would be good for you to talk to Torg. I will still be bringing it up with, obviously Kai and Victor. We obviously have other things to talk about as well, but this would be yet another thing that I would add on to the docket, basically.
I can send him a missive, and I can at least explain to him the situation, and that way I can try to book an appointment, so that way we can talk.
I think
And
it
so
would
that
help,
way-
since this is somewhat part of Glass City business. I think it would help, since you're a representative of the Glass
course.
City, to say the least, that you speak to him
I'm a
about
king.
it.
I am the king.
Right. Sorry, it's so. I've known you since you came here from a bard. It's still a little interesting thinking of you as a king.
I know. But, well, as much as I've tried to push off the crown to be like, no, I'm just one of the people, still am, but I do have my duties to my people, so I must be the king that they have asked me to be.
Yeah, I can kind of. I'm slowly coming to understand that within my own role within the Redwall Guard.
Which is why I'm treating you with the utmost respect, because people of authority need to make sure that we treat each other with respect, because if we don't, then things will fall apart. And it's the reason why we are in our positions to regulate things and to chat about things and make sure things don't become anarchy and chaotic.
But honestly, from my perspective, the fact that she very casually, outside of a training, out of battle, she assaulted someone, I am almost ready to just push that she gets ejected from the Redwall Guard. This is her third offense at this point. We've given her plenty of chances, given her background. We have tried to explain this to her numerous times.
Yes, apologies. It seems like the warden is combating against everybody, and so it's an interesting bout. I would say, and again, as much as often as it's never fun to put your foot down, you'd rather see people thrive rather than get over their mistakes and overcome what things they have about them. I would dare say, for the time being, it might be wise to, well, in the simplest words I can say, fire her. This is her third strike, and if people were to see her behavior and think, well, if I'm part of the Redwall Guard and I act like a spoiled little brat and I just get slaps on the wrist, then, well, I can do what I wish. Firing someone does make sure you set a precedent and make sure people understand that you are kind, but you're not a pushover, that you have set your boundaries and that you need to maintain them, and if somebody crosses them, that there are consequences. As unfortunately, what a lot of people here don't seem to realize is that actions do have consequences. Just because the consent magic and all the rituals that are happening here allow us to survive nearly lethal encounters, doesn't mean that we're free from consequences as well. I know you, and I don't say this with an easy heart, because I myself have had to remove people from my city before, and it's not necessarily fun, but necessary. The Redwall Guard, unfortunately, again, with what the mayor has recently done, it wouldn't surprise me if the Tower of Purgation removed him and his capabilities from here because of such breach of contract regarding the magic that he was put in charge of. I don't know if you know the full consent of what had all happened, but I do. And I can tell you the full story, but the only reason why I will tell you is because I know that you won't hunt the mayor down for what he did.
Okay.
And I will say this only because Tama told me in confidence, and I will tell you, and I'd like your word, that you won't tell the others because more than likely word about this will get to the right people eventually. I'm just telling you this so that way you're in the know. The mayor, unfortunately, throughout the altercations and from all points of view that I could ascertain, when the infernal touched individuals, or rather the infernals, kidnapped, which is a very light way of saying they pushed someone into a training situation, because let's be honest, the conditions of Aether and Redwall, if somebody doesn't really want to go, they can simply reject it and they don't get kidnapped. So, they brought some individuals, John, as you know, brought them into the Hells, as they have infernal connections, and so they found a nice little secluded place for them to go to do a bit of training, or rather a bit of trial by fire. I guess potentially to help John with his celestial situation that he has. He has capabilities of the divine, but he doesn't know how to control them or use them. My theory is that he has something inside of him, or well, actually more directly inside of him. However, theory crafting aside, they decided to bring him into the Hells and put him against some rigorous training or some sparring and duels. I think they had everything under hand, making sure that he wasn't going to die or perish, or to whoever he brought with him. The mayor, overhearing this, well, probably, as you know, at least from the beginning to the middle, the mayor came in, Tommy expressed that it was, he is here just as a mercenary. The mayor shot him without much issue. The mayor shot him, and again, shot him non-lethally, I suppose. And then, what happened after that, he effectively was going to force all of the infernals that had gone along with this thing, including Tama, into 3 outcomes. 1, death, as he was going to, and I quote, just simply shoot them and kill them, going to banish them, and knowing him, banishment wouldn't be just a week or less, it would have been years, or decades, or millennia. And the third option is something that I think everybody can understand is a no-go, and especially for someone in his position. He threatened them with enslavement. Effectively a contract that would make them, well, to put it in a blunt way, their bitch.
Oh.
As for what to keep getting.
So,
well, not what the mayor said, but effectively, basically forced servitude to the mayor. And you can understand how bad that will be upon him.
Yes,
because even the College of Magic has clear rules regarding such things, to never control someone's free will. When the Tower of Magic even has something like that implemented, you know that what the mayor did is not going to get him in any place other than hot water. And you can understand why I'm not telling many other people this, because there would be a witch hunt for the mayor. Especially for how many people love the people that he tried to basically put them to the gun.
So what I heard,
basically,
as far as what the story he put out, I didn't hear it directly from him, but this is what he kind of told Kai and others, is that this would be, he put out a blood contract, which basically the way it was made out to be is it would basically be probation, like we were keeping an eye on them, basically.
Regardless, I also have means to make sure that Tama is not affected by such things, and I have known Scarlet far longer than most. She would not be easily so bound by such things. If anything, I dare say just the shock and awe of it all made them forget such securities were in place. Even if the mayor put them onto the contract itself, they're null and void almost instantaneously, because the contract I have with Tama prevents anybody from having such things on them. It's the reason why I look after extraplanar beings, so people don't abuse them like they do. So, regardless, Tama and the others are safe from the mayor's attempts at bound servitude, and regardless, even if it was something of, oh, we're going to keep you under watch, that was not clearly expressed at all. And, from everything that Tama also explained, there was a great, well, there's no real way to say this, there was a great racism towards that of infernal nature, effectively just stating something along the lines of, well, they'll be able to do what they wish with the Infernals. Because they clearly don't like demons and devils and the like.
Yeah, that's part of the Inquisition bullshit.
Exactly. And you would have thought he would have learned better than to try something like this after the whole thing with Spike. Half the Red Wall Guard quit that very day. And now this. So you can imagine why we're not all speaking to the nines about this and having a witch hunt. It would tear Redwall apart.
Yes, it would.
Because you thought it was bad that what he did to... If you thought what he did to Spike was bad.
Well, I mean...
Now what he did to Tama, Scarlet, Rekka, and everybody else that was involved, there would literally be hell raised.
I don't know if you've heard, but there's already talks of us going on strike because of what they did with Tommy, not only with the firing, but also the fact that apparently he shot Tommy with a gun, not a clay bullet.
That was confirmed.
And honestly, I'm just letting you know what I've heard. I fully believe in what you've been able to pull up, because honestly, that sounds about right with what I've been hearing with, you know, oh, we're just gonna do a light punishment for the demon. The other thing is that supposedly the other two that are dealt with at Aether apparently were just being handled by Doc, and it sounded like a similar situation where they were just going to be on promotion. Where was they put under a contract as well, or?
I believe everybody there was forced under contract. Either that or jailed. I don't remember exactly. Well, I don't exactly know what happened to Scarlet and the others, but I know Tama got spoken to and at least scolded by the warden. And obviously, understandably, a scolding, again, for kidnapping someone and dragging them to the Hells and opening up a portal to the Hells. I think that's probably where a little bit more of where things got heated, was when a portal itself was opened up to the Hells. Now, understandably, that if I summoned a portal to the Plane of Fire, I think fair to say people will be worried. However, just because you open up a portal to some place doesn't mean that this place is left unguarded. The protection magic here keeps anybody safe, and if a massive army of demons did come through, the demon army couldn't do anything. They would effectively just try to harass people and then just be instantly thrown back into the nexus. So people tend to forget that the protections here do keep people safe. The only things that often enough they don't protect them are... I'm really glad that the battlegrounds can repair themselves. Sorry, just looking over that way and seeing effectively the flame of fire open up almost.
Phelan and Tama, I imagine that's going to be a mess. Oh, the warden's over there,
Tama, Rekka, and the warden.
Glad that's going to be self-repaired. Because, well, yes. all four of them are people that won't hold back, so, you know.
Of course. However, let's see, just double checking the time. Okay, good, I still have time.
Yep.
Just want to make sure I'm not late opening of the Glass City. We still have time.
No.
But,
I will follow you to the Glass City if it comes to that, so.
And we can continue our conversation there, if like. However, we can still continue the chat. While there's going to be no real good way of saying this, but I have a feeling the Red Wall governmental system is going to be getting a new mayor. Because there's no real easy way to put this. Even if it was something of, like, under his authority or anything else, forcing people into contracts, that's not something that you do here. Even the Fae are reprimanded for their attempts at doing things with people here. And even more so, I keep hearing that, the mayor keeps regulation of all contracts made around the area, but then he so blatantly is able to make contracts of his own. It's... You can understand that this is not going to look good on him. And it's, unfortunately, not going to look good on the Red Wall Guard either. Because unfortunately, he represents you.
Yeah.
However, what I would recommend you do is that if anybody brings up problems with the mayor or whatever else, you can state that we do not condone what the mayor has done, and there will be active measures taken to see his actions held accountable. That way, people can hopefully leave you to do your work, and they can know that the Red Wall Guard is still the Red Wall Guard at heart. The people that look after this place. And unfortunately, well, you do have a couple of tough decisions to make. And if I were in your shoes, one, I would fire, what was her name again?
Tina.
I would fire Tina, effective immediately. And if you need to rehire her, well, then she'd have to prove herself. But making sure that she
needs more time than a suspicion, honestly.
Exactly. And a firing would hopefully set in motion truly the consequences of her actions. Because if she thinks just, oh, I'll be suspended, I don't have to worry about anything for a bit, and I'll just be right back. You can understand the mentality that comes from a warrior's aspect of, oh, well, I don't have to do all this crap. I just use me for other things. The warrior mentality rarely keeps one down. However, punishment and exile, that can leave a greater impact on a warrior than just a slap on the wrist.
Also, I would recommend letting you know Kai about this, because Kai would not be happy about this.
Well, what I recommend, for what I told you, do not tell Kai.
I'm not telling
you wish
Kai.
To tell him.
I would suggest you tell Kai.
Understandable. I can tell him. Just book me a meeting if you can, then. However.
Because I guarantee
Hello, everyone. Can I help? This little one was looking for me? Oh, by all means, come here, little one.
I'll leave you to it. I might catch you up in Glass City later.
Of course. How can I help? Thank you again for your time, Trish.
Absolutely, anytime.
Don't worry, I'm not going to.
Hi, I wanted to again apologize for Tina's actions. We will be taking appropriate action. I can't speak to that right now, but we are taking the matter very seriously, and we will be addressing the concerns. Because we do not tolerate that in any way, shape, or form.
Okay.
And if there is anything else, or if she tries to attack you any further, just let me know. We will take appropriate actions. Also,
depending on when and where, there might not be a need for appropriate actions. If you... I'm sure you understand what I'm...
Yes.
I just wanted to say hi. I already said my concerns to my sister's love interest, of course, but I think I forgot his name. I forgot his name, but it's one of your guards.
Good.
I just want to say that Tina's a freaking time bomb, and I think you should keep a delicate eye on her. I'm really worried.
We will be, for sure.
Thank you. I'm really scared. I'm really scared of her well-being.
Don't we? We will make sure others are.
Well-being.
We will make sure everyone's safe as well as her.
Thank you. Anyway, go somewhere. AKA, my headset is low.
Which, by the way, how's Rift doing, by the way?
I don't know. I rarely see him.
Are you still seeing him? Sorry if that's personal, I'm just...
No, you're fine, Triss, don't worry.
I'm not with him anymore, but I want to make sure he's still okay.
He's been very distant as of late. Ever since the kids came into the picture. I told him he doesn't have to do anything with them, he can just be a fun uncle or whatever, but... Yeah. It's over. I know it is, he just hasn't said it yet.
Yeah, I felt like that was the same for me.
You feel the looming presence.
Yeah, I mean, even before then.
I'll repeat myself.
Even before then.
Oh no.
More of a,
Thank you, Lady Fair.
yeah. Distance.
Yeah.
I would say that he definitely has his preference when it comes to partners.
Yeah.
I know, but I was not expecting that.
He does like to collect them, and then he has ones that he focuses on.
I was talking about more of the focus side of things. It's either them or anyone new.
Yeah.
Is this what we're doing right now?
So, yeah.
Are you fighting Kama?
Well, I'm sorry.
I've moved on.
Yeah, I kind of did the same thing.
I can hardly blame you.
That means whoever does get
I did it in a way messier way, so I can't really blame you or anything.
Well, I mean,
after a snake yelling at them.
just because nothing has been said doesn't mean that it isn't messy.
Yeah.
Both messy, just in their own ways.
Yeah.
Train to people, but I feel like I'm failing at it.
Laugh like a hyena.
Years of experience.
Well, my issue is that someone came in and they wanted to be a thing, they wanted to be exclusive, so we ended up telling Rift.
Yeah,
But you were there for
I remember
so.
catching the tail end of that, yeah.
I have commanded that wasn't I wasn't trying to make you laugh.
I can hardly blame you.
And then that didn't end up working out, so now that feels like a mistake. Breaking that off feels like it was a mistake.
Something that you can simply just give. You have to be
I don't know.
give them what you know.
Well, not breaking up with Rift. That was inevitable. Breaking things off.
You broke it off with the other one.
With Dusk, yeah.
Why did you, if you don't mind me asking?
It felt like a lot of things were moving so quickly. Because of a lot of things, we would have had to get married because of noble things in a way. It just felt like it was moving so fast and quick, and it just felt like I was wrong, considering on one hand, you know, things with me and Rift were just inevitable, but at the same time, it just felt like I should have ended things way sooner and not ended it that way by just saying, oh yeah, I'm with this person now.
It's about your height.
Yeah, but, I mean... It is what it is.
Typically, yeah. But this is about your height.
No, it's still there. It still exists.
I'm sorry about dragging that up.
You want a real weapon?
No, you're fine.
Oh.
I'm much happier now anyway.
3 weapons in the one.
Hello.
Hey.
It's a spear, a poleaxe, staff.
By the way.
The guard.
Oh God, why? Why is my memory so horrid today? I forget everything after a second of trying to remember. Understood.
And the reach
Glass City will be opening soon.
I might see you two around Glass City.
Yes, because you appeared out of nowhere for me. I'm guessing you took care of the issue?
Which one? There's been several today.
I'm guessing mine.
Yes, it's that that is being addressed.
Good.
Tina will be punished for what they did. We do not tolerate that in any way, shape, or form.
Thank you. At the end of the day,
Well, that's good.
Yeah, of course. At the end of the day, it's a matter.
Okay, what's left on the ingredient gather list? Death bell, lavender, wheat, and sugar.
Spell tonight? Would you like to be there in case we go?
I think I'll get the rest of the Glass City.
Sure.
I'll see you all around.
By the way,
I'll see you around.
You take care.
Yep, you too.
I mean, if you need assistance with people
Well, no, not mind it. I want to make sure that
I've been dealing with like
most people there who have the best way of
6,
dealing
7,
with it.
8 different issues today.
I'm gonna assume violence is not
Well,
needed, unless
the
you-
day's
does it
almost
need to be
over,
repelled
so-
in a way, or does it? How do we deal with this?
Don't worry.
Keep your head up.
And nothing needs to be done. That would
Every
just be
day
a
has an
dinosaur
end.
that'll be friendly towards us.
Yeah.
And
Come to the
something
Glass
messes up,
City
there might be a
tonight.
chance that the
I
dinosaur gets
probably
summoned and then
will.
it just goes feral and everything it sees.
Hi.
Okay. So for feral
I didn't
to
even get any
how-
chance to talk
how
to
do
you
prefer to
today,
be
just
approached?
from the
That
fact
you
that I've
prefer
been
to
running
slain or
around
prefer
having
be
to
captured?
deal with half a dozen different things.
Because I don't really like. At that point,
Including
it's a case
Tommy
of
getting fired from the Red Wall Guard.
So it's not really its fault that it's just been put in a situation like that. So I don't want to kill him for that.
Yeah,
if
that
what you
news
prefer,
has been
then I'll
going
do my
around a
best
lot.
in the field when that does occur.
A travesty, if I've ever heard of one. Tommy's good people. That was a mistake.
Yeah, it was.
I heard a number of things, honestly, but we'll be right back.
I'm very curious. What have you heard?
Well, heard about a soul-destroying contract?
Yeah.
Not a contract, but yes.
Understood. Well, what is it?
So, as part of the Mayor's Inquisition, we take on some of the more riskier, more sensitive missions when dealing with, say, the Daedra and other things. And as a part of that, the risk of us being captured and information being ascertained is much higher.
So for that, you have to be at risk of death.
First off,
small interjection.
Yes.
I'm getting the Glass City open. Just keep an eye on your sending stones.
Yep.
Alright.
So
probably Ami told you, but
he makes that up front, and he makes sure we have full consent and we understand the risks.
They're already gone.
We'll find out. We'll find out.
It's not something where he just shoves it in her chest and says, oh well, deal with it. He sits us down, fully explains everything, and makes sure we fully understand the risks and that this is something that's a thing. Second, we have intel because of the more riskier, and also because we're gathering the intel, and we have information that even people like Kai don't have privy to. Us getting captured and them getting that information would put thousands of lives at risk. And while yes, that sucks, and it really is, bad that no one's going to come and rescue me, I rather take that risk than putting thousands of lives on the line because of what I know. And I am willing to accept that risk, and it's something I've accepted.
Thank you so much.
But what I don't accept is whether this is used against me or not. Before all of this happened, I would have said that he would have never used it unless it was that kind of situation where I was captured and people's lives would be at stake because of me. I am fully accepting of my life being sacrificed if it means saving thousands of lives. That's literally why I'm here, is my life to save others. That's part of being a guard. I don't accept it, though, is he has not made this threat, but it is something that Tommy has floated around to people, is, he could possibly make us explode if he doesn't like the fact that we're quitting. And he doesn't know if he's part of the Inquisition still yet or not after getting fired from the guard. So, there's that. What else have you heard?
Well, to be honest, I'm kind of focused on that at the moment.
Well, thing I was just told about is that the mayor shot Tommy, like with a gun,
yeah, I heard that.
Without clay bullet. That's a straight up bullet that went through his chest and caused severe damage. So there's that.
Yeah.
There's other things I'm privy to that I can't tell you about. But needless to say, it's been a huge cluster of a mess. And outside of the corn people returning and Tina causing problems again,
okay.
So, but do know that Kai is very upset with the situation, and he's not fully accepting of pretty much any of it.
Loyalty by threat of death is not loyalty. It is fear.
Well,
now, I want to be clear on this.
To be slightly fair to the mayor, he has not done it yet. This is just something that Tommy's been telling people. And like I said before, I would have said, no, the mayor wouldn't ever do that. This is specifically for a very specific situation to make sure that people's lives are not at stake because of one person. That thousands of lives are not going to die just because of one person. But he's cut Eugene's head off because it would be funny. He shot Tommy when he could have just brought Tommy in. It would have not been hard Tommy would have came in. And even if everything that Tommy is true, there's been some conflicting information that I've heard. Even if that conflicting information was true on Tommy's end, it still doesn't justify him being shot. Still doesn't justify him being fired. None of that.
Can I ask one thing?
Absolutely.
You mentioned before that you were planning on keeping your situation with your arm going for the sake of tricking information on the Daedra. Was that your idea or was that somebody else's suggestion?
It wasn't the mayor's suggestion. It was somebody else's. However, that hasn't really, we haven't really found a good way to get rid of it yet.
Right. Okay.
And it's not as easy as just chop it off and put a construct arm on it. Because there's also a risk that if the corruption senses that that's going to happen, it might even drive further down my body. So for now,
I was more meaning that when you told me that you were planning on using it to track the Daedra that attempts to try and solve the situation, no matter how long and difficult they may be, it stopped.
We haven't found any way of doing that. If we can do that without putting me at risk, that would be great, but there hasn't been any way of determining that.
You just lost $1 staring at your hand, so just
all right.
make sure.
That's the case. Then, as I said, I'd like to be clear on the matter.
That's been in the works for a while.
I trust you. I trust you implicitly. I know that you know what you're capable of. I know what you know that your team is capable of. I know that you know what you want. I do not trust Victor.
What did it look like then in the bar?
That's been a very common sentiment. And outside of the situation Spike, before this situation, I would have said that I would have trusted Victor based on me talking with him, my interactions with him. But this whole situation, especially the additional stuff, which again I apologize I can't really talk about.
I haven't really encountered
so just gotta pull him to the swamp.
The funny thing is Jal offered me a position within the Dominion, which you weren't here when they were a huge thing and they had their own embassy here, or even before they became an empire and they were just a mercenary guild. And that felt so weird to me, and now it just feels like the Redwall Guard for a very long time was a very strong foundation. Even the problems that we had when I first joined, it still felt like a solid foundation. It felt like a family. And now it's, with all of this stuff that's been happening, it feels like a mess and it's just falling out from underneath me. And the only thing that is keeping me solid is the fact that people trust me and they're confident in me. And the problem is, Kai is that foundational rock for me. I know a lot of people don't know Kai because he was kidnapped for so long, but he is like the big brother I never had. He is a very wholesome farm boy that is still humble despite all the power that he's accumulated recently, and him having this big magical sword, he's still Kai. He's still cooking his breakfast in the Redwall Guard building. He's still having meetings. He still cares about us. He wants to instill leadership in us because he doesn't want to be leading the Guard forever. He wants to make sure that, you know, he can leave the Redwall Guard in good hands. As much as people trust me about this, as much as you trust me, as much as everyone else trusts me, as much as people come to me, is how much I trust Kai. And as much as I've thought about quitting, I can't with him still there, and I can't when he still needs me. But man, it's going to really depend on how our meetings tomorrow go.
You'll get through it. You will. It's a bit of a rough patch, but you'll get through it. You are a good person. I know you are. And Kai sees that too, and you see that in him. It'll be okay.
I feel like I should apologize. I'm always going over some of my issues with you.
You don't need to apologize for anything. You haven't done anything to me.
That's why I said I feel like I should, and I know I you know, it's just a feeling I have. Because you come to me too, so.
Like I said, you were my closest friend. You were the first person that I made a friend with when I got here. I want to make sure you're alright. I don't want to lose you, be it to death or anything else.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a very good friend too. I always look forward to talking to you.
Now you. I do apologize for cutting this a little bit short. I do need to get to the Glass City to see if I can find Sylvie. There's a conversation I need to have with her at some point.
Don't be. If there are other questions, I'm going to try being at the Glass City for a bit, so if there's questions or things that you're not sure about, feel free to ask me. I'm an open book. As much as I can be, there's some things that I can't talk about because wheels are moving. One thing I will say is that, I'll keep it short because you have to go, but basically the Guard is thinking about going on a strike.
Yeah, I did hear a mention of a union.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if it means that you're being appropriately compensated and taken care of for the work that you're doing, then I'll support it.
Yeah, well, we've always been compensated well and always taken care of. It's more of instituting some changes.
Of course. Changes that need to be made, no doubt.
And also showing that we're kind of on the people's side and we're not necessarily agreeing with what Victor's has done either.
Of course. If there's anything I can do to help in that endeavor, just let me know. Even if it's just providing sandwiches while you're doing your picketing and stuff.
Thank you.
Of course. You take care now, okay?
Yep, you too.
If the Dragon Knights around, I'll stick by them. They're not really meant to be much.
Man.
As long as they get involved, well, they'll handle it.
So much is happening today, man. Holy shit. Fuck.
Today, probably not much else.
Trisyra.
Hey.
Question for you.
You know, I should have known it was you under that mask just from the fact that you're the only one that says my full name.
Do you ever have that moment where all the stress leaves you for about a moment because you've received really good news?
And then it comes all rushing back because something else has happened?
Blessing?
Yeah, I've had that where I've been completely blissful. That actually happened today. Had a nice little situation where someone was coming in to try to get extradited for somebody else. And, you know, I told them that if they weren't coming willingly, then they could fuck off. Felt so good. Felt amazing. It felt like I was Kai for a moment.
I mean, I would say.
And then, like, about 10 minutes later, someone's like, Tris, we need to talk to you. And then, you know, that left.
Go, thick.
No, you can go with the kids.
I've received a scroll of Hero's Feast.
Hey, scroll of what?
Hero's Feast.
What's Hero's Feast?
Hero's Feast is a well-prepared spell that prepares a healthy feast for up to 12 people to indulge in, and it cures them of all diseases, makes them immune to poisons for a short duration, and fear. When I use that scroll, Tris, I'm gonna be cured.
I'm glad to hear it.
I have tears welling in my eyes. I've dealt with this for over 20 years of my life. I will no longer need any safety precautions, spells, or special sets of armor.
The powder doesn't work. First, the powder doesn't fucking work.
For so long.
I hope you'll see this is violent.
Then tell Nora. Tell Nora to tell the snake that's bad. It's being a bad snake. Bad snake.
They instigated to come chase me. Not Nora. I threw sleeping powder at it. It paused for a moment. Did a weird. Started to tweak.
Oh. Oh, why did that person disappear? What happened? What?
They fucking ate them!
Don't be ridiculous. If they got
the
eaten...
Nexus took them.
Yeah, the Nexus probably took them, because if they got eaten, you would see like a big... You know, they would be much larger than they are. You would see an outline.
No. They've evolved, it seems.
Oh, same person. I see now.
The sleeping powder.
Oh, not that one. Like that one. I just
for a
guessed.
second.
Oh yeah. Look at us.
This is a whole new bit of information.
Totally my sister. You don't see the resemblance in our looks right here.
I can't really tell. You got the armor on, but I can see it is like your ears put hitting against your hood, so I could tell you're an elf.
There we go. Yeah, look at us.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, me. Yeah, Tris. Yeah. You're totally my sister, Tris.
Yes.
Yeah.
The ears give it away.
Exactly. What?
We are not related.
I'm not saying that.
I am bright.
Today, bro.
You're what?
I am bright as.
What do you mean? We are the exact same. Gotta get the exact same hair. We look just
if
like.
If they were a color scheme, they're a complete opposite to you.
I see.
I am just.
You just
I think the most in common you get is kind of wearing green, unless that's grey, and it just, I'm just thinking it looks like green underneath.
You're banana flavored.
Brother.
yeah, hello.
Wait, no.
So what's happening, Tris?
Blue eyes. Hey.
No, you don't see someone that's someone that actually greets people.
Oh,
I have purple eyes.
Purple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, actually, it's more of a lavender. More of a lavender color.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hey!
Oh yeah, let me check on these ones.
Any more trouble been happening, or I mean, just help a couple people that've been coming to the guardhouse?
Other than the Tina situation, no, not really.
Right. Yeah, because I was wanting to
Which you were there for.
Sunshine about it, so.
They
were worried.
Yeah, Sunshine just talked to me about it too. I have to have a talk with Kai about Tina because she's already on very thin ice. This is her third instance of an attack like this.
And Tommy's still fired.
Yeah.
Doesn't look good.
Yeah. That's why I was like, I asked Tina, was like, were you giving your badge back? And she's like, yeah, I got my badge back. I'm like, okay, all right. And then
I mean, I think fucking I think Vivian still has Tina's badge right now.
Oh, did Vivian take it from her?
No, she gave it to Vivian and said she was going to do that off the books, and outside of the Redwall Guard.
Oh my! So it was so premeditated. It wasn't just. So she can't even really. If it was rage, she wouldn't have had the clear mind to do that.
That's why I said to her, when you hand in your badge, you always keep the badge on you. You don't hand it off. If you hand it off, it's kind of like a sign saying you quit. You hand it in your badge.
It's not. I wouldn't necessarily say that, but what I would say is that her testimony is that she was being insulted, which put her into a blind rage, right?
I think this was after that, but yeah, but she wasn't exactly blind raged if she came over and did that.
Yeah, well, like she would have.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tris.
Yeah. What happened?
Gwydion threw me.
Why?
First charges?
No. That's an accident.
Because I insulted them, that's why.
Oh no, I wasn't saying you press charges on them. I was saying, do they want to press charges on her? That's what I was saying.
Oh, you know what?
Technically, he's my dad. It's like what is that? Is that like child abuse?
Come on, let's go.
That would actually be domestic abuse. We can get child services if you want.
Yes, I would like child services. Yes.
You want to
I'm gonna try. I want to learn. So
yes.
Excuse me, sir. You threw your child. We're gonna have to take you in.
Look. We just don't want this to keep happening, or else we're gonna have to call CPS here. Okay.
Fuck.
Looks like you just made a crime against Skyrim and her people. I guess this is. Stop right there. You violated the law. Yeah.
Violate this.
Smoke bomb.
Go. You could. Must have been the win.
Nah, they're my employers. They can kind of get away with it. Or future employers. I still haven't signed your guys' contract.
I'm just gonna point to Vivian.
I don't know how you can
do like a spinner.
At least I didn't do what I normally do and throw people into the ocean.
Actually, you know what? Wait. I won't arrest you.
Maybe.
If you wipe out one of my favors.
It is really not a Why could they feel the snake up on me like that?
I mean, to arrest me, you must catch me.
Why are you slapping her chest plate?
They are a very
Okay, I'm sorry
powerful.
that I am like squishable.
Good luck.
I'm like very low to the ground.
I don't care if it's a disadvantage. I'll fail nat 20 that shit.
They are a very powerful hack.
Get your snake! Get it!
Hey, listen, they were expecting you to grab them. They were expecting me to grab them.
She don't bite.
You don't bite.
She don't bite.
Kisha does bite very much. Kisha.
Get your fucking dog, bitch! Oh, she don't bite. Yeah, she fucking do! We're very vulgar around this time. What's up?
What other guilds are there than the mercenary?
So there's the mercenary guild there. That building on the left over there, not the tower, but the one past that. That is the magic, the healers guild.
Yep.
So mages and that's war specifically equipped for healing folks, whether it be poisons, inflictions, diseases, plagues, rot, all sorts.
Come here.
Did you just go for her fucking
I'm gonna
face?
put you on some knowledge.
Yes.
You want to see something?
Hold on. I'm gonna do a fucking punched her in a way. Oh, okay.
Damn it, you're looking. I can't do that. God damn it.
Okay. Here, I'll look away. I'll look away.
No. It's more as in you turn. You have to face me. Look at me.
I don't know what has been going on. Also, did you just insult one of my gods?
You go to them, you say hello, or try to start a conversation, and you either point out someone behind them or a certain thing, or you can be like, "What the hell is that?"
I had the ability to do
That person most likely will turn to look at that thing. And you have your hand right here. They look at that direction, and you just slap the shit out of them.
What is
It
this?
works
I'm doing that to
every single time.
I'm doing that. So like they look away, you put the hand right where they will turn,
Like this,
and then you slap
Chris,
it.
look at me.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on over there?
Over where?
It works every single time.
I'm doing that to my. I'm doing that to my apprentice.
I see you find yourselves in times where you're willing to look other places, giving yourselves some time.
Like Chris.
Some people, I guess, yeah.
Hot dogs for the shape, not the taste. I'll be requiring your services to you all the people there. You understand?
Wait, you will be requiring my services?
Fuck you!
By the gallon.
You know what you were part of. You were there, were you not?
I believe so, yeah.
Then you understand.
Fucking,
in time.
Oh, yes.
It's so hard to keep serious when I just see Vivian in the background get fucking munched by a snake.
Makes sense.
Mark 4.
She's already.
Question.
Your mother, huh?
What is exactly behind that door?
Oh, yeah, no, she knows immediately she's lying.
What is exactly behind that door?
Your dress is wrong.
I've already stated what's behind the door with others. If you wish to ask them, you can ask them whether it's Emily or Alex.
Kind of crazy that people keep running away from you.
Then why do you seek to regain this power?
Seemed like a good snake to me.
Could be a few things to improve.
The writing on the blade. Should be able to tell where that's from.
50 goals.
Oh yeah, no, she would immediately fucking know that like it is a
fucking
cultural
while.
thing. Like it is very recognizable.
Seems like a good snake to me.
She wouldn't be able to tell exactly what tribe, but she would definitely be able to tell that that is.
Tasted the smell of his tongue.
This is a tribal.
It's high as fuck right now. You just made the fucking snake high as fuck.
Really, it just gives me an excuse to vape.
Damn.
Red Wall Guard, mandatory. Red Wall Guard, mandatory equipment.
Mandatory smoke break, man.
Look, it's fine. We have wizard weed.
It's quite loud over here.
Yeah, this is what it is. This is high wizard weed. But I have literally such a. I've started a small grove.
Time to go.
Because I took what
Going
Tommy
for your fight ship.
taught me. And I started growing
type shit.
the weed from my room,
No.
so at least it
Fine
persists.
With a Y.
Which, you know what, I'm gonna see how my batch is doing right now.
Sergeant? I am the biggest piece of shit type shit.
Doing alright. Slightly above average, but it's not doing anything.
What is my
Still the same amount of potency, but you know.
Type shit.
The sun, the land, it's good for it as long as no one fucking eats my crops. I hid it somewhere just outside the mountain range.
I think everyone is going to bed and stuff.
Did you see the other one?
Or traveling to university. I've never been, so.
I've never been. I've been invited though.
I need context to this.
I've been.
You may come to the
Very
glass,
nice town.
You may come to the Glass City if you like.
Nice.
Yeah.
You may come.
You know what? Sure, I'll go. I'm down. Fuck it.
Maybe.
It's just past the nexus here. Julian gave us extra nexus keystones just in case.
I already got one. I'm good.
Ah, there you go then.
Yeah.
He said you were good.
Good morning as well. Julian's a good fella. Might as well go see his city, give some fucking, since he's the king and all that, might as well give him a little bit of condolences.
Security to his city thanks you.
Ah, you had a security. That makes sense.
High justice over here.
I was told from y'all that the beans
So
are
as his security,
The what?
how quickly can you break an entire glass city with that hammer?
Yeah. Oh my god. Hello.
I was told to find a guard and tell them the beans are fake, the town's contaminated, and beans are running. What's a bean?
I don't know.
Basically unbaked and they're just roaming around all hostile.
No, weather boy.
Baked bean.
You understand? The unbaked beans.
Why is there food items? Freaking havoc.
Clip that. Someone clip that.
Listen, earlier there was corn.
This is just my favorite
We
facial
were trying to
expression
get,
that I made.
or
Just my
trying to
favorite
ask see if someone has fire to make popcorn. I don't know what's going on.
It's not that.
And what is a bean uprising?
I got my. There's a man called The Rock, and he's very known for this in my realm.
We're
Where he does
making
this.
beans now? Baked beans?
I don't know. You should take care of it, Triss. Damn it, they walked away before I could do that bit.
I'm fucked. That's it.
He's just a big golem that just smolders at people.
It's just a good snake. Pet. It's just a nice big snake.
You know what you look like?
It's all fine.
It's a nice big snake that's been chasing me.
Yeah.
I am armed and ready. I'm ready to take on the beans.
What is that?
Good job, Captain of the
is that a
Red Wall
hash
Guard,
brown?
Triss.
Got it, Brad.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Got it, Brad.
Oh, it's golden. Oh, that's so good. I love garlic bread.
Dip it in the beans after you them.
Beans and garlic bread. That's neat.
Isn't Triss the Red Wall Guard Captain the best? Congrats.
To talk to you.
Your name is Triss. You are a Red Wall Guard. This is a good opportunity for us to switch.
He's one of them.
Okay, cool.
You just need to dye your hair yellow and get elf ears.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, you like music?
Out of character, you look like me in real life, but wearing my clothing. That my character's wearing.
G'day, Connie. My name's.
I'm a long-haired blonde in real life.
Looking for the
So it's
woman
just
of my dreams. I'm a sheep shearer, but my mates call me a fucking pussy peeler.
so my drip.
Hey,
I can see us pigging.
like this is what I came in with. This is my original outfit, and it's cool to see others in it.
Clothes dryer, fucking put a goon bag on that.
You
We
went.
bought it from the same store.
Yep, exactly.
I've got a
Yeah, we bought it from the same color.
Yeah.
So if I choose
Level 1, level
I'll
armor.
lick at your
Look, when I left and I was running away,
If you ever watch
this was pretty affordable. So you know.
My entire inspiration.
And then I got armor later
Yeah,
on.
it's like 10 gold.
And then on top of that, there's also the entire Big Les show.
It's not a bad fit.
I mean, it was way cheaper back in the day when I first bought it, but inflation's a bitch.
Back in my day, things were 1 gold each.
Also, I have.
You know,
this
it's
toy
really weird. Like I'm
where if
I'm
someone
not
commits
even
a
like
crime,
100 years old. I'm like
I literally pop out of
27.
nowhere and just
So I
pull out my
can't even
badge and
say
go,
that.
Stop right there, Goodall scams. You're done.
Oh, if we don't get hurt or die early, we can
I'm waiting
make
for you
very
too.
long.
Oh god damn it. Okay,
Taunts
let's
me,
go.
Logan.
Let's go. Yeah, like I
Druggo.
you need to talk to me. Let's go talk. Let's go fight.
I wanted to ask if I could do like paperwork. Like if you need some help with paperwork, that's about it.
I'm going to have to do the paperwork about Tina, but if you want to do the paperwork about the corn people,
around me. 2 meters.
Got it.
I'm not in the Glass City.
No, corn.
Be there, Tris, I'll see you there.
People made out of corn. Yep.
Alright.
I'll see you around.
I'm going to bed.
Yep.
I'm discussing. I'm going to say goodbye to them.